Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap, put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my family for me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Boom.
That's it.
Now, top of the
morning, Good morning. We are entering week 11, and you have now tuned into another edition of Wake Your Game Up.
Game up!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Love the enthusiasm.
Yes. Rock on. So, Bogey, I got a question.
What's that?
What are you gonna give up to acquire a Jameis Winston in a super flex with these bye weeks getting greasy and you might not have a second quarterback,
I mean, it could probably I don't mind doing the DJ more. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I just don't know if I want Winston or Flacco. I'm trying to decide. It probably Winston, because just for the rest of the way, so to speak, because I wouldn't want Flacco to all of a sudden be like, you know what, let's go out to error 15. You know what I mean? That could happen. I mean, but he's still, to me, even in the last 2 weeks of losing, Flacco still gives them the best chance to win in a division that, they're not out technically, but it is the Texans division to lose at this point.
Because we're forward thinking individuals and we like the playoff schedule. So Flacco is working with the Denver in the week 15, Tennessee week 16, and the Giants week 17 in New York, by the way, week 17. That makes a difference to me.
Yeah, and then Cleveland has the Dolphins week 17, which their secondary's actually been really fucking good.
The Dolphins, yep. But that's
It's in Cleveland.
That's a home game, yeah. So that's looking ugly that time of year. At Cincinnati, that's another ugly game, but not a terrible a matchup. That's pretty good for the quarterback. And then Kansas City, another one in Cleveland. So Jameis Winston is going to be playing in the cold. I don't know if he's well equipped. We haven't seen that from him. He's a fair weather quarterback.
Yeah,
historically
played in Clemson, right, and then played in Tampa, and then played indoors with the Saints. And
so Clemson, that's North Carolina, isn't it?
Yep, South.
It is. Oh, South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, you got some beaches over there.
And then
Beach.
Yeah, shout out to Myrtle Beach.
Tampa Bay.
My sister.
That time of year don't get much better than Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because he likes his crabs. Pause.
The big bro.
You know what? I'm actually I'm a short walk distance to the new crab joint coming up, and it's been like they've had a sign out on this building for I guess years, well before I moved in even. And
what's the name of the place, big bro?
It's called. I think it's not a chain. It's like just like some homies like dream to fucking get a. Like let's just say my name is Earl. What was the crab shack in My Name is Earl? You know, something like that. You know.
Yeah.
But they
hey, my name is Earl.
Sign coming soon, but it hasn't been. You know, like coming soon. It's been a minute.
It's been delayed.
But the lights are on. You can see the soda fountains being installed. The place is clean. It's almost ready to open up and. If they got one of those buffet like all you can eat joints, oh man, I'm gonna be over there.
In other words, it's waiting for you, kid. All right.
Yeah,
it's waiting for you to just come in and take it out.
Crack them crag legs and
morning king.
It was handing. Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm a big fan of the crab, the Dungeness crab legs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So we got a spot out here. It's kind of like the Cajun style crab seafood boil.
That's what it looks like. No, yeah, for real. That's exactly what it looks like.
Boy. We so me and wifey's favorite spot is in LA. It's called Hot and Juicy, but we also had it in Arizona and we had it in Vegas before. So and they got one in Orlando, I think it is. So they known through the states 100%. But here up in Sac, we got one called oh fuck. I mean, now I'm on the spot. I can't think of the name. We got the boiling crab. So the boiling crab is all right. We don't.
Boiling crab. You know, we had a few of them in the South Bay. So
yeah,
I think boiling crab. It's cool.
It's cool. The one out here, it's not this. You know, because they were one of the first ones. You know what I mean, to get popular out here. You got Station 16, which is like more of a fancier, more like type seafood boil like type. But the other one we fuck with, what's the name of that bitch?
Do they got a kicking crab out here?
Kicking, I don't know, bro.
That's all? Now you say that's the fucking joint right here. That's what they're about to,
oh my god, that's fire, bro. Kicking crab is fire. Like
okay, cool. I never heard of it, but I thought it was just like a clever name. But
so kicking crab, I would always opt out for kicking crab over boiling crab.
Yeah, right? Boiling crab ain't that good like that, bro.
Yeah, it was cool when it was the only man standing, right? He was like oh shit, it's the only joint that, you know, and then, you know, you got to get it. Kicking crab, they have it as all kicking style. So it's like, because you can get like garlic butter or the Cajun, you just get all of it.
Oh, that's what it is. And you got the levels of degrees of the hotness, the flavorness on everything. Then you can get the collision, which is all the flavors and all the levels of degreeness of the hot on everything.
And like them motherfucking, I fuck with the shrimp. I mean, over there they got shrimp, they got mussels, they got all kind of. Kicking crab is clowning if I'm gonna compare it to boiling crab. And yeah, that would make sense too, because I think kicking crab, I want to say it might have came down from SoCal originally. You know what I mean?
Okay. It's hella fire. You can get the mixed bag, basically everything they serve. Facts. At the spot we go to, it's called the Bits and Pieces. So it's all the Dungeness, the King, and the snow. And so it's just the pieces that fall off. So that's like one of the cheapest ways to go up in that bitch, because, you know, they'll charge by the season and by the pound. So usually king crab is about $100 a pound, $90 a pound, some shit like that. Dungeness crab just came in the season because the second week of November is the opener of it, because that's when I go do my fishing trip with my guys, and we get 10 crabs about the ocean, bro. 100%.
That's a stack right there.
Fairline Islands. If you ever heard of the Fairline Islands, it's like 2 hours away from San Francisco, man. Rock and lean cod combo with the Dungeness crab pickup. You know what I mean? You get 10 crabs and you can fish all day for lean cod, rock cod, 100%. That shit is like 200 feet under the ocean. So, you know what I mean? You kicking it all day too, bro. When you
man.
eyes is busted open.
Oh
yeah, my buddy used to.
Deep
When I used to live in
they swim way the fuck down there. They're like 400 feet deep. Sometimes you're like pulling it up. They're like dead. You know, it's
so
like
they got traps down there set up for them.
Oh well, the crab, yeah, that's a bottom. That's a bottom.
Oh, no, I'm talking about. Oh, I thought we were talking about the fish.
But the rockfish, because they're rockfish, they're on the bottom, and they're looking for like shit like crab, and they eat that. They eat that type of.
Yeah.
But anyways, the lean cod though, that's a motherfucker. That's a good ass catch, because they're fun to catch. They're strong fish, and then they're good eating too. Like fish tacos galore. Like if you get a lean cod, you're cooking up some decent ass fish tacos for sure.
It was the best
Same thing with the rock
in her life, bro. She said it was the best fish she ever had in her life on everything.
Yep. If you're gonna batter it up and fry it, man, there's nothing better than cod.
Yes. Cod is
JD, you want some good lobster? Go to Maine.
Oh, I believe it.
Man, my buddy I used to play fantasy with, he lives right.
Jealous too, because it's cheap up there.
In the back of his house, we used to pull out lobsters like this.
At his house?
In the back, he owned a lake in the back. He had his own traps. We'd go in the back, and then before we drafted, we'd have lobster. He was pulling out ones like this.
Yeah,
in a lake.
There's only a certain amount you can pull out, otherwise you get fined.
Right,
hey,
right.
Y'all ever fuck with the most expensivest?
Who?
The
ones that's has an age.
Not 2 Chains. He has a show called Most Expensivest, right?
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know.
He's a pescatarian or whatever. He just eats seafood.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was at this joint. He was like, yeah, it's the most expensivest lobster. And this motherfucker was that big.
Yeah.
Like, big as fuck, and was 75 years old. And so this place, they farm these joints and they keep this. Yeah. Imagine this. This is a 75-year-old lobster. That means his grandpappy was nursing this one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then only to be one day you will be someone's dinner.
I heard historically a lot of lobster fishermen, what they do when they see a lobster that big, they go, "We like that genetics." So they keep that motherfucker in the ocean, so it keeps breeding, and then the big genetics, like then there's gonna be big lobsters in that area for a long ass time. So they don't kill like the dominant one. They'll keep it living so it could procreate, and the genetics of a big ass lobster just that just makes their odds of getting big ass lobsters on a high. It's like a high yielding. It's like a high yielding heavy weight lobster.
They're basically insects if you think about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. A shark when we was on the boat. He caught a shark.
Oh, word.
A little skinny
I
ass.
caught some sharks. Yeah.
Oh, my mama.
Fishing is fun.
Fun, bro.
Yeah,
if I could fish like on a regular, I would definitely do that. But upkeeping a boat, that's not easy fucking.
It's
not an easy hobby to maintain. You got a lot of work to do.
Especially if you don't keep it at the slip. If you don't got a slip and you got to take it in and out all the time, you got to wash that bitch down.
So you got to make sure.
Oh my mama.
And then you gotta get somebody like a scuba diver down there to fucking get the muscles off of the bitch and.
Yep, barnacles. You mean
barnacles?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
My pops got a 30-footer, and so that motherfucker's never left the ocean. It just stays at the marina. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow, the slip on my mama.
Yeah, and there's a dude that definitely he works at the docks. He paid this motherfucker. He goes up underneath your shit and fucking does the whole woo wop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to do that semi frequently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My pops, like growing up, that was always part of it. Like, it'd be like, this weekend, Jay, we're gonna go clean the boat. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're all like,
I'm gonna be there because it'd be the whole weekend. You know, when I was
can
a
I
kid,
drink some beers while we do
well, this is when I was a kid, though. This is when I was like a kid, like 10, 11 years old. You know what I mean? And it was some hard work. You know what I mean? And like also because it's Alameda. It's like an hour from San Jose, so it's like we're gonna stay there overnight. You know what I mean? So we can get up early and hit the day real early. You feel me? Because upkeeping a boat, it's no joke. And then there's the people that actually live on their boats.
I was just about to say that they had a story about the Alameda docks about how the homeless people were stealing boats and all that shit going on and living like squatters on people's boats.
Yeah,
story about
all
that.
it is too is most people just have a fucking lock on their shit.
Oh my mama!
Because the doors, my the door to go into the cab on my dad's boat, it's just these little glass slides. So you slide one in, slide another one, then one more on the top, then you lock it.
Oh wow!
Most of those docks are private in San Diego anyway.
Yeah,
like
you gotta
have the key or the code or whatever the fuck to even get onto the dock.
Hey, but in Alameda, which is is a part of Oakland, or Alameda is the county, and Oakland is part of it. Look, bro, man, I'm gonna send y'all that story, bro. That shit, they was fucking them boats up, bro. I mean, like $1 million.
I've been there.
All you have to do is jump like a 10-foot fence.
Like when you cross that bridge or the tunnel, or you get in there and you get on that other side, it's like totally different. I'd like it's nice actually. Fucking made me feel more like I'm in San Diego than any other area in the Bay.
It's just cold. It's cold in the motherfucker. That's the only thing. The only difference. Like, man, staying on that boat, I wake up at the border and I look outside. That motherfucker is foggy to the motherfucker and it's cold. Like when you're on that water, it's different. But definitely had some awesome 4th of July memories where we would go out. You know what I mean? By the Golden, and you would just kind of throw your anchor out and you're just floating around by the Golden Gate and you just
I'm about to say, it's like you don't even have to get out past the Bay, huh? Because the Bay is so big. It's like for you could take it'd take a long ass time to get
it's a whole day. Like to get like a normal route would be like we go from the Alameda Marina, go to the Bay Bridge, turn around. But if you wanted to go to the Golden Gate, this motherfucker is like a 6-7 hour, like you're gonna be just there and back. So you're there all day.
It's a long time. It's a big ass
because you're making your way like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For us, when we do that fishing,
back and forth and shit.
We leave at the Berkeley. We drive from Sac and pull up to the Berkeley Marina. You got to be there at 6 because the boat take off at 6:30. Bro, you don't get back to the dock till 6 at night. 6:30 at night.
Oh,
bro.
A half day. Yeah.
They're 12-hour days. Yeah.
Or they call that 3/4 day is the 12-hour joint because I think that's a 3/4 day. The half day is usually a 6 hour, and then the 3/4 day is a 12 hour and a full day. That's an overnight 24-hour fucking.
Yeah, my dad used to take me deep sea fishing when I was a kid.
It's fun. I miss it. Actually, those are some of the best memories I have with my pops when I was like young, because he'd wake my ass up, be like, "Fuck, get out there, get on the boat." Yeah, just go out for however many hours, fall back to sleep, wake up, and we just stopped doing it after a little while. I don't know. The best fish that we ever caught was always yellowtail. That was a fun ass fish because if you don't have the right rig, it might take you it might take you a nice 45, 60 minutes to get this thing onto the boat because. That's a tuna. That's a strong ass fish.
Yeah, I was about to say them tunas, and it's a tasty fish too.
Oh yeah, I weekly I go down to the sushi joint right across the street, and we get albacore, yellowtail, bluefin, salmon, and then they do the sweet shrimp, and then I'll get all 5 of those.
Is that the small ass tiny ones?
No, that's the big ass ones.
Oh, okay.
So they're like this big. They
cook them there.
Nah, these ones are not.
They give you raw big ones.
Yep.
Like cocktail shrimp, like type shit.
Nah. Sweet shrimp. You can type it up, and you just
usually do they put in some kind of acidity? Because I mean, those things cook like on its own.
Oh yeah, the lemon to cook it, the orange to cook it, just like when you're doing ceviche. Lime in there.
That's the type. Yeah, exactly. That's the type of fish.
Yeah, they might be a little bit of mandarin.
I'll pull up a picture of a sweet shrimp. I might not be calling it the right thing, but that's what they're like known as, sweet shrimp.
For sweet shrimp.
Would you like me to take it to the streets?
That motherfucker is not small.
Hey, listen, man. That's how the deal say. Come on.
That is not
Shout out to the
a
relics.
small ass. That's
a
a big
small
ass
ass one.
shrimp.
Yeah, it is.
And they get a bunch of them out here. That's a benefit of living on the West Coast, because, in my opinion, Lee is right about the lobster, but we also have Pacific lobster. It's not bad.
No, you guys have some good
It's
ones.
a little
Yeah.
tougher, but it's nice. But everything else,
Yeah, we get the
by
blue
far,
crabs. We get the blue in season right now. It's the blues down there in Frisco, right? Like
Yeah.
ones closer to, or like Oakland too, like the ones where you can go to the dock and just throw the fucking net over. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
one thing about Texas, I'll tell you, the seafood absolutely
in
sucks.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Peacock, wherever Peacock is at, it's
They
phenomenal.
have red
He's close to
snapper.
the water. Peacock's close to
The
the
red
water.
snapper is the fish in the Gulf, and then it gets inside of the bayous and shit like that. So
Yeah, it gets into the
when
fresh
you're in the South, you eat a lot of red snapper, and
Yeah,
that's not a bad fish.
Fish. That's my favorite fish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with the red snapper.
And
If you want a good
the rock cod, lean cod is just like the same thing. Rockfish is just like red snapper.
Yeah, they meaty motherfucker pause.
So
Well,
that's what it looks visually when I go to the joint. That's what
I've
I
never seen that before.
Oh yeah. See
Yeah, I've
that
never
ain't
seen
no cocktail shrimp. That's a big ass
boy.
fucking shrimp.
No, when Catherine and I went out for a good seafood meal, we went with two of our friends. We ended up dropping $5 for a good meal.
Is that right?
But the
Oh,
four
shit,
was
I don't-
$5, yes.
I go to eat sushi. I got $50 I'll leave like a happy man.
And I didn't
I
even
get a
leave
big ass
satisfied.
platter
How's
of
that
sushi
sound?
just for $70. The party tray for $70, and it's quality. It's they're mostly rolls, but you get a little bit of sashimi, or what I do is sushi nigiri, which means two fingers. They get like a piece of a ball of rice that's the width of two fingers, and then they just put a fat piece of fish on top of it.
Yeah.
100 scallops wrapped in bacon, bro. Oh my god.
Yes.
That's
Big
my
bro,
dream
yeah,
right
100
there. You're living the dream, Tino. Tino's living the absolute. Mussels is good, but I like scallops the
Me
best.
too.
Scallops is
Man,
there's not a lot better than a
what
scallop.
is it called?
Plugger in the building. What's up, yo?
plug?
What up, plug?
Yeah, bro. I used to rock with I remember this is how I found out that I had developed a mild allergy to crabs, right? So like we were traveling, like me and my lady, like we were all through the East Coast, and I'm talking about we were in New York, we was in Jersey, Connecticut. Then we come back to the Bay and then take a road trip with all the kids and all the homies and shit. We went to Disneyland. So like, you know, I'm just in hotels for like a week straight, maybe like 2 weeks or whatever it was. And I had read the story when I was in New York about the bed bug problem they were having. and like, so like we go to Bubba Gump, right? And then I saw it, bro. Jumbo, it was bacon wrapped, crumb stuffed a jumbo shrimp. And I was like, oh, gotta have it. Came in like some nice little white garlic sauce. I'm smacking this out. Then we're driving back home. And I'm just like, I'm getting hives everywhere. And I'm itchy as a motherfucker. And I swear I have bed bugs. Because I refuse to believe I'm allergic to the crab or shrimp. That would have been a nightmare. Like if I
No more.
right, no more shrimp, I would have been crying, man. Anyways, I get back the next day. I get a doctor's appointment. I go in that motherfucker, and he's like, "Well, I don't think you have bed bugs." And I'm like, I swear, I'm like, I can feel him right now crawling on me. I'm like tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's like, it might be a little mild allergy to whatever you're eating. But he's like, I'll go ahead and give you the cream for the bed bugs. I get home that night, and it wasn't until I put that stank ass cream on where I was like, I don't have bed bugs, do I? You know what I mean? My girl's like, you can't sleep in here. That shit stink.
Go to
Yeah,
the
then-
couch. Plugger
Found
said
out it was-
barbecue shrimp cooked in bacon grease is fire as fuck. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Plugger down. He from the motherfucking bayou.
Yeah,
man.
that's
There
right.
we go.
Yo,
Man, I like greens. They all been like greens in bacon grease is the best too.
Come on now. Oh my mama.
I mean,
Would you like me to take it to the streets?
Yeah,
Red
look at that. I like that. Look at this. I like how he asserts himself.
Let's get it cracking. See, let me pull it up real fast.
Man, let's take
Good morning, and happy week 11 to everybody.
Yes.
I hope everyone had a wonderful week 10 and they got their W's.
Sir.
Well,
Yeah,
Dolphins Tyreek Hill says his arrest messed him up and he's been dealing with a few torn ligaments in his wrist. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's fucked up too. Because like, if that stemmed from them hemming him up, because you remember they did the whole wrist thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that motherfucker was a Tampa Bay.
How did he look last night?
I mean, I know
he was the highest.
That game was on. I watched like the first quarter and I was just score checking at that point. That shit was whack.
Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, I didn't watch any of it.
Well, he got his first touchdown of the year. I know that. That's all I knew.
Yeah, he definitely scored. And like,
16 yards and actually 11 yards carry.
Yeah, and like
it was the touchdown that made me.
Hey, no, Tyreek is back,
like,
big
right.
bro. 16 yards. Let's go.
Oh man, I could run that.
Hey, you were right on as opposed to how he's been all year.
But here we go, Puka. Right, I like the Puka. Sorry, get back to business. We got a Pacheco. What's up with the Isaiah Pacheco?
Okay, Key-star Isaiah Pacheco is going to return to practice this week via Andy Reid. But Andy Reid said he will not play week 11, but week 12 is definitely in play.
Yeah, remember, and this goes back to 2 weeks ago when he was like running, right? And I was like, this will put him on pace to come off that IR, and then by week 11, you know what I'm saying? And this is, obviously we're here now, so everything's trending. I like it. I need Pacheco, and I'm just survive in a bunch of spots where I could sure use him back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's not coming back in vain.
Nope. And Dak Prescott is scheduled to undergo surgery tomorrow and on his hamstring.
Yeah, I'm actually doing the surgery.
He's about as useful as a third round pick.
Hot center off. And the Cowboys will discuss starting Trey Lance this week. They also say.
Uh-oh.
Goes back to what I was saying last week before. I mean, even 2 weeks ago, I was saying, man, like when Dak got hurt, I was like, they're gonna take a look at Lance here, and
I didn't believe it.
No,
We've seen in the preseason, like, bro, he's not ready.
Yeah, he might not ever be ready.
And Uncle Jerry also said he doesn't plan to make any in-season coaching changes during the season, despite the disappointing performances by the Cowboys.
I mean, who would it be? Schottenheimer, right? If say you were to fire
Zimmerman would step up.
I guess
it's on the squad already, right?
They wouldn't give it to the other Schottenheimer, right? Was it the nephew? What's his name?
Brian Schottenheimer?
Yeah, because isn't he the OC over there?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't make it him, and they would probably be better if they let him call the plays, man.
Yeah,
like he was a good play caller.
I don't agree with that because last year McCarthy took over the plays and he had Dak in the top 3 for MVP last year.
I'm talking about this year.
But from what they had last year to where they are now, they lost pieces. They didn't do shit in the offseason, and it's really not on. It ain't on Mike. It's on the ownership, bro. They didn't do shit, bro. You had a bunch of offseason drama with CD and Dak. You should have been had paid Dak if Dak is your guy. 100%. It's just it's too much dysfunction over there, big bro.
Yeah.
And it's gonna stay like that until Jerry relinquishes power,
and he's not gonna do that.
And they're not gonna get a head coach that's gonna come in there and be not a puppet. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have a puppet as a coach while Jerry is there, bro.
Unless you bring in a Bill Belichick.
They're not gonna do that.
No,
exactly.
That is the 100% opposite of a puppet.
Exactly.
And Bill Belichick has his mentor. The other Bill Parcells, and he definitely had a terrible experience under Jerry,
for sure.
So I'm pretty, and that's in my opinion how a lot of these things work. They're gonna call around and ask the homies, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm thinking about taking his job in Dallas. Don't you do that, Bill?
Don't do it.
Well,
it'll never happen.
Shane Steichen came out and made it clear that Joe Flacco will remain the quarterback and the starter.
Good.
And Giants coach Brian Daboll is non-committal on Daniel Jones starting as the status as a starting is in question now. He does not even know what he wants to do.
Well, and it's the perfect time to say it on a bye week. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So here we are. You know what I mean? Probably
Yep.
they have the number 1 pick overall as it stands right now, right?
Yep. They do.
Who got the number 1 pick?
I think
No,
so.
the Giants do. Yeah,
Jacksonville, or
as of right now, they do. Yeah.
the Giants and Jacksonville should be fighting for the first.
Yeah,
right?
their percentage points. They're the same record, but percentage wise, it goes to the Giants.
Yeah, and like because think about this, there was a 9-2 and 2-win teams going into last week. I think 4 of them won this week. Panthers. Yeah. Okay, I think 3 of them won this week.
Yeah.
Panthers, Saints.
The Patriots won.
Patriots. Okay, yeah, maybe there is 4. There's one more I'm missing. Panthers, Patriots, Saints.
Carolina won.
Carolina.
Yeah, I counted them. So maybe it was 3. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, and the Dolphins won.
Oh, Dallas is 3-6.
There it is. But Dallas wasn't a 2-win team going into last week.
Oh,
This is week. This is what I'm saying. I mean, going into last week. So yeah, and then there's
New Orleans too.
Hold on. Panthers, Patriots, Saints. I just said Dolphins. Dolphins won last night. So now there is 5 2-win teams remaining. You know what I mean?
Is there some concern in Minnesota, or is that just?
Yeah, you look at Sam Darnold and you go, "Oh, we're not going to do
this." That's 3 weeks in a row now where they've looked not very strong.
Well,
like they did in the first 5.
Well, the news of the morning was Chicago fired their offensive coordinator too.
Yeah, Shane Waldron's not there.
Shane Waldron's gone.
Shane
you got players walking around, and it's like you lost a lot of the locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
The team sport. We're all supposed to be playing together and supporting each other.
Yeah, I don't get it. For fantasy's sake, you definitely like it when they fire a coordinator on offense because you're like, okay, it can't be any worse. You would imagine they're probably the next guy that comes
the Buffalo Bills, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Shit, even the Ravens back in the days when they made that run and beat my Niners, they had a coordinator change going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they did. That's right.
You know what I mean? They were like, listen, fuck this guy. Shitty.
Would you like me get to the injury report?
You want to answer this question real fast?
Yeah, what we got here?
Taysom Hill or Dawson Knox this week? Dawson got the KC
a full-time gig now too because Kincaid is a little bit banged up.
Yeah,
right?
that's he is. He is.
The Chiefs are one of the worst against giving up yards to the tight end. So I do like
100%. And New Orleans got Cleveland this week.
Yeah, Taysom is gonna have to get some work in the running game, and if they're playing if they're playing ahead, which I don't know what the odds of that game where the script is the Saints are going to be winning, but I think if the Saints are winning, then Taysom Hill is going to get a little bit more work with the carries.
Well, Taysom Hill's only had 5 to 7 carries a week,
but that's pretty good because you're talking about a tight end. So if you get the 7 carries and then the 5 to 6 targets, that's a potential to have 11 to 12
fantasy points
touches. Yeah, and for a tight end, there's not a lot of tight ends that get that opportunity.
Exactly.
So, I don't hate a Taysom Hill, and anybody I don't own Taysom Hill, but I tell you, anybody that does, they're not looking at that situation sourly. They appreciate having him on the bench or able to come in. Dawson Knox doesn't scream a bunch of confidence to me. I'm not a Knox truther, so I probably would go Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Morning, Biggs.
I ain't mad at
even with the Kincaid injury, I just feel like the Saints is gonna give Taysom his licks, and you might get lucky and the Saints come up, and if Derek Carr has another game like he just had, man, Taysom Hill's gonna have himself some carries on top of the 5 to 6 targets he gets. That's
As for the Week 10 injury report, Sam Laporte is dealing with a shoulder injury, and his timeline is to be determined.
Yeah, that's an AC joint too. So that's the same injury that a motherfucker has too. That might mean that he's not playing this week.
And Dalton Kincaid has a knee injury, and his timeline is TBD too.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't go on the IR this week, he's coming back after their bye week.
Yep. And George Kittle has some hamstring irritation. He will be monitored all week long to see how it goes.
You mean George Brittle?
George the Brittle Kittle.
But what the Niners,
Yeah.
they're gonna give him the veteran treatment. They're gonna allow him to just sit there and relax the whole week, and we
Listen,
know
if
he's
I was
gamer.
gonna go in a tag team match right now and I needed
He's a damn gamer.
it would be George Kittle, bro.
Let's fire up
your
George
favorite
Kittle
Brittle?
active.
What's your favorite brittle? Mine peanut butter.
Mine's
the
peanut butter
cane
too.
one. The
Oh,
cane one. I love the
Candy cane one. Okay.
That
Yeah.
shit is the peppermint. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay.
I love that one.
Oh,
And Alex Highsmith, who is in a walking boot, is expected to miss a couple weeks with a sprained ankle.
Wow, a couple weeks. I thought it was just might be like I thought it was a lateral. I thought he might miss like a week.
No. And running back Truba Hubbard is dealing with a knee injury, and he's projected to look around week 12, miss a few weeks.
Oh no.
Nah, he's on the bye week this week. Week 12 is next
Yeah,
week.
well,
He'll be
they're
back.
expecting that for week 12, yeah.
Okay, so that's okay.
He's not gonna miss any time. Is what it is.
Yeah, and you
Alright.
got Aaron Jones, who's dealing with a rib injury, who they don't think is going to miss any time at
That
all.
one- see, and that one's funny style because it's like he just looks like he's hurt too when he's out there. When you look at him, so Cam Akers, he might be a nice little pickup. Cam Akers is really bad though.
Now,
Saying like if anything actually happens to Aaron Jones this week, but we'll get to that when we get to waivers.
and Tank Digsby's dealing with an ankle injury also. He's going to miss a few weeks.
Good, stay the fuck out the way. My one ETN share that I have of all, in Dynasty that no one ever wants.
Yeah. And the Buccaneers, Tristan Wirfs is he had an MRI and he has an MCL injury, so that's a loss for the Tampa Bay right now for the playoffs.
On the line, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
At least they get the ball out quick if they need to. So
And as for Peacock's Texans, he lost Kamari Lassiter to a concussion, and then defensive tackle Foley Bakasu to a foot injury, I believe. I couldn't pronounce the last name.
Who's the fifth person?
Lassiter, Kamari Lassiter.
yeah, the rookie. He's
And
been
then the
killing it.
D tackle for
And
the.
then, Foley. I can't pronounce his last name. To be honest.
Yeah, but
Batsasaki.
it's not. I think he's a rotational guy though.
Yeah.
We're okay there.
So basically, that's all the injuries there from there, but just really nothing much.
Not a bad
Wow.
week.
Not so
No,
bad.
it wasn't a bad. It was
Yeah,
actually
we
light-
made it through. We made it through week 11.
It was a light week. Yeah, it was nice.
We still have our
we
Puka
did.
Nakua and AJ Brown. Yay!
and my boy Punchy Nakua actually made it through a game finally.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to my quarterback. Justin Herbert has the most completions of any quarterback in his first 5 seasons.
All right.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
talk about it.
Yeah, that's a big milestone. 5
Yeah.
seasons is a long time, so that's a solid stretch. We got a nice
He did.
floor
He was the
to our
league leader in
Justin
pass attempts
Herbert.
for like the first. He was one of the league leaders and since like his rookie year, year 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
He was always because he was so bad,
And this was the year where they were supposed to run the crap out of the ball, right? So
Yep.
They have been.
yeah, they have been.
The last
last-
4 weeks, they've
last
opened the
month,
passing
though.
game up.
I would say I think it's 3 games straight now. He went over 30 pass attempts, or he's
Right,
averaging
right.
over 30. So
And now our Justin Herbert is back to being fantasy
Herbert.
commodity,
yeah, QB 8 to 12 ish, right?
Yeah. Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, QBs are so bad this year. You know what's crazy? It's all really bad this year.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
Like, the landscape is so fucked up. So it's like if you're probably doing well if you just have healthy players. You know what I mean?
All right, Bakes has a question. What side would you rather have, Bijan and Rome or Gibbs and Reed? Full PPR redraft.
Oh, redraft.
Let's see. The Reed thing, I'll probably just go with the Gibbs Reed side because I'll have them the rest of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of nitpicking with schedules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just for the sake of being able to have those guys the rest of the way, I'll do it.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing with Rome is we don't know what we're gonna get out of Rome for the rest of the way as well.
Exactly. And we don't, exactly.
And you're not gonna have Bijan this week. You know what I mean? And he still does share with Algiers. And so if I'm gonna have a timeshare guy, I'd rather have Gibbs at this point over Bijan. Because they're both in a bit of a timeshare no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do we not have like any like positive outlook on Rome out of?
I mean, okay, he's fine. How about this? He's finally starting to come around this past 2 weeks, right? For like where he's like, okay, we're actually production out of him for fantasy.
Thank you.
But with that said, I mean, they just fired their coordinator. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
So like,
but that usually means that they're doing different things, right?
Yeah, that usually means like, okay, let's target our DJ Moore, who's clearly our best receiver.
DJ
right?
Moore
like,
or Rome.
maybe.
I guess me personally, I think that's up for debate.
I think Rome is not where DJ Moore is already.
I think that what it would be is since the OC did get fired and we elevating a new guy to what I think is going to happen is hopefully he just allows him to be able to find the open man and make the right read. Even though we do have a shitload of talent at the pass catchers, including Komet and DeAndre Swift coming out the backfield. I just hope that we see a little bit more better efficiency. And if we do, all three wide receivers are already in play because we already seen it in points of the season where Rome had a big game. Keenan caught 2 TDs. DJ had a game or two. You know what I mean? If we get better,
what happened there, right?
Oh, my mama. So I don't think they're dead in the water. You know what I mean? The OC puts a fire under them, and you know what I mean. Get this shit going.
Yeah, and they lost their right tackle too, like a month ago or 3 weeks ago at this point. So,
do you think Chicago brings back Keenan Allen next year?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
There's no reason to.
No, there is not. I thought that was a stupid sign
unless he takes like a $4 million contract or something.
Yep,
it would be 8, right? What's the stand? What's the minimum for the?
That's right. There's a minimum for a guy that's been in the league.
Because the PA Association would be like, "The fuck is wrong with you, Keenan Allen?
Yeah.
Running back."
Yeah. He's not sticking around. I can see him going back to the Chargers before he comes back. I can see
him trying to go to the Chiefs. Like,
he has to take a hell of a cheap ass deal and go for a ring because he's basically on borrowed time, father time.
You know what's crazy? If you look at Keenan Allen's face, he looks like he's 50. Have you ever seen him?
Well, yeah, he's got the receiving hairline. He got the Monty Burns. Yeah, he got the Monty Burns.
He'd be saluting like this. Yes, sir.
He got the receiving hairline at 30 years old.
Would I rule out the Chargers not going taking him back? I probably wouldn't rule it out, but the price has to be right.
The Chargers are stressing him out. Look at him, they aged him.
Oh, my
mama. The price would have to be right, though. I think
that Lassiter's concussion was off friendly fire from Jimmy Ward not knowing what the fuck he was doing.
Jimmy, better in my ass.
Friendly fire. Puka and A-Chain saved me last night. Top of the morning, Daniel Caps always pulling up.
Daniel.
Morning, Cap.
With Murray on a bye, should I get Bo Nix, Wilson, May, or for a stream?
I would go with Bo Nix.
With Murray on a bye, I get.
Oh, it would be Russell Wilson for me.
Oh,
playing the Ravens.
What's Drake May doing?
Drake May looking pretty good.
Yeah,
he ain't shitting the bed, that's for sure. And they got the Rams this week, he had not. I don't know what he did last week, but the week before he had damn near 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah, he had 95, and then he had 45 the week before that. I don't know what he did.
So we had 15 for 25, 140 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 4 carries, 24 yards.
What did he do this past week against Chicago?
But they did. He whooped up on him 19-3. I think the defense probably did a lot of the work, but they beating the defense holding Chicago to 3 points. That's really, goddamn fucking.
I'm gonna go to the defense that's producing QB1 finishes. That's the Ravens.
I ain't mad at that take.
Yeah, because then he only needs it for 1 week.
Wilson is probably the safest bet.
Yeah, the Ravens is just giving it up, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Facts. Hey, shout out to my little cousin. Little cousin, if y'all go look on the IDP shit, he had 22 points. Had his first sack. Fuck, I forgot exactly what his stat was.
Yeah, Cuzzo actually went in, bro.
Little cousin was balling against the Bears last week or on Sunday, bro. Oh my mama.
What is he? Is he a linebacker?
No, he's a D lineman.
Oh, D lineman.
Oh,
shit, that's dope.
Yeah, he did his thing, man.
Shout out to Cuz.
Yeah, when he came to Frisco, when they played Frisco, remember I sent the picture of him with my dad on the sweater. That's how he walked the players' tunnel with my pops on his sweater, bro. When they came to Frisco.
He even made it, right? Your pops also that was he was one of the coaches, right? For him when he was a kid.
So fucking no, I don't know if Pops really coach. You know, Pops he know a little bit of football, but you know he probably just was giving them game 100%.
That mentorship goes a long way.
On everything, little farms and junior farms, they all they brothers and sisters call him Uncle Dad on everything. Blowing wax in the office bathroom.
I can see it right now.
Allegedly. Hey, that's from I don't know. I was trying to give Big Bro a alias right on the spot. Oh, everything, so they wouldn't know who we was talking about. Thanks, Phil. I love the show. Since I subscribed, I'm 3-0 with you. Come on, Big Bro.
Man. Hey, you know what, man? That brings us joy, man, because that's what we do.
Caps.
We all trying to win, and we also double as shoulders to cry on, because we all live on Fantasy Row, and the fantasy wide range of emotion is joy and pain.
Oh my mama, them is fat. Joy
and I got one 10-0 team left. I got one 10-0 team.
I got
and
a 1-9 team.
The nice guys. I whooped up 9 straight weeks of wins. So shit, I'm hoping to get 10 win and 10 win streaks. I've never done that in my fantasy career. Getting 2 teams to get to the. I've done 1 10-0. Back in the day when Yahoo used to give you medals, there was a medal for the 10-0.
Yeah, they still do.
Not that they don't do very many. They only have like
you have to meet certain requirements and all that. Yeah,
but back in the day, they used to have a grip of fucking medals, and one of them was like
highly decorated.
It was some dude like standing up like strong or something. I never got the undefeated one, but I think there is an undefeated medal.
I had a 1-loss season in Yahoo that I went on to win the whole thing, and then I had one of those in Sleeper a couple years ago. But yeah, those are the best I've ever done. I had an undefeated season, but I don't count it because it was an 8-team league. As in teams, and like it was so whack. It was like a couples thing. So it's like my lady wasn't in it, but it was like everyone in there was like it was whack. Motherfuckers are sleeping at the wheel.
My ex-wife, she won a handful of times. I remember, I was like, God damn, how come her team's always winning? And I'd always have a little influence into it, but like, damn shit, like her team always was rocking. I'm like, God damn it. Ain't never win that much.
Hey, I'm going through the family family group chat right now. I got a cousin that's in Dubai, bro.
Okay,
looking at the one that she looking at the motherfucker. I forgot the name of that motherfucker, but she got pictures of the Burj Khalifa on this motherfucker.
The one that looks like a little. It's not little, but like if you've seen like a fry in the water, like a fry fish, that thing is like an island. It's on its own like man-made island.
Everything.
Yeah.
Got bread.
Nice.
They control the weather over there.
Hey, you know what the weather is over there, boy. They're going to Burj right there.
Yeah, that motherfucker is like, you can't even see the top of it most of the time because it's so hot there.
Yeah, she is living it up right now, y'all.
That's what's up, man. One day.
One day on my mouth.
One day I'll be out there.
When you're down there,
you can't spit on the ground.
The ladies, they gotta wear an outfit. Like
I'm gonna show you. So I asked her when I first seen that when she was out there. I said, "Cousin, are you gonna wear the garments?" Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now.
I think they have to. I know.
I think Kid is right. You think you do have to? Yeah, you do.
Have to. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, my mama. She living it up.
And you can't see. You know what's crazy, bro? Okay, I never really fucked with Keenan Peele like that, or Key and Peele.
I never fucked with them either.
Yeah, they're kind of corny, but they had this one skit, right, where they're like Middle Easterns, and then like all the ladies are walking by, and they got the garments on. He's like, "Oh my God, look at the bridge of her nose! Oh, oh!
She's a baddie.
They're all perfect for the baddie by her ankles. Oh,
I can see the little rump pump poking out of the garments. She got
look at
Hey, JD, did you watch Good Morning Football this morning?
No, I wasn't up early enough, big bro.
Watch it, because the mascot for the Jaguars, oh my God, it was bad.
The mascot?
It got bad at that Minnesota game. I don't know what. It was crazy stuff.
Fuck, bro. Daniel said last season was an anomaly for me. I had the second highest scoring team and had 4 wins. First time in 20 years that's happened to me. Man, that's fucked up, bro. 100%. The second highest team in the league.
It just wasn't meant to be. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It sounds like you weren't doing much wrong.
Before. That's happened to me in 14 years of playing. Yeah, like I definitely. What was it? It was. Then after that, I made it to where I started doing side bags, like most points scored in the regular season gets 100, and longest winning streak in the regular season gets 100. Because then it's like you could be like a team that goes 0-6, and then you rip off 6 straight, and that happens to be the longest winning streak, and you still get a bag. And even if you didn't make the playoffs, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always felt like the side pots were designed to keep people engaged, but then at the same time too, I figured like, you know what? I only need D-gens anyway, and I want more money in the actual pot. So I totally got rid of the side pots.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the D-gens that we fuck with anyway, they find until the end. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, I'm getting destroyed in that homie league. I keep forgetting I'm in that league. That's the one that I keep fucking up. Like,
yeah,
is it free or is it $20? Either way, I'll pay that motherfucker. Like, I'm dead. Dead as a motherfucker.
My team is terrible, bro. Oh my mama. Cap said, this year I'm 7-3. Like I said, 3-0. Come on now, big bro. We appreciate you for pulling up on us, big bro. Oh my mama. Right. There it is there.
Yeah, shout out to the Neon Peacock. He's always working simultaneous things.
Hey, Bogey, that trade that you had, remember the 14-team league I'm in? Remember Bogey, remember the 14-team I'm in that we got mixed in for that Darnold trade? I'm sitting pretty in first place thanks to you in that trade.
Yeah, I mean, that was an easy trade. Anytime it's a single QB and you have
it's super flex.
Oh, it's a super flex. Oh. Okay,
yeah, I'm sitting at 9-1 right now.
Oh, you motherfucker. Look at you.
I ripped off.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I remember apologizing to him too when Joe Mixon went down. Like, shit, my bad, bro.
Oh man.
It's a non-QB premium, so in a lot of instances, those skill guys that are smashing are going to put up as much as a QB would. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I like QB premium. Make them worth it.
The only thing is I got to worry about is I got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase stack in that league, so I got them coming on a bye soon, so I got to worry about that.
No, you're fine though. You're 9-1. You know what I mean? You can afford it. You can afford it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, in the 14th team I'm in, I'm over here clamoring for Lance to be a starter just to have another piece.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Lance.
Got a bye week replacement. Come on, let's go.
I know.
Shit, I'm not trying to flip him. I gotta trade Lance in a dynasty. I'm like, oh shit! As soon as he gets some playing time, I'm trying to flip that fool.
Yeah, go to the Dak owner if he doesn't have. I mean, because I'm pretty sure that Cooper, if he's fucking with the Cooper Rush experiment.
Or any owner, back when he was a rookie, he was a hot take. He was like, "Oh, Trey Lance is the next fucking greatest quarterback in the NFL." I'm like, okay,
heard that before. Said that before. I definitely said that. You know what? Because, God bless Trey Lance. He made me a better fantasy analyst because I was able to look at AR-15 and be like, oh, there's an error here. He gives me mad Trey Lance vibes. I just totally avoided all the error fives, you know what I mean, since he came into the league because like it really matters to me if you only have like 21 starts coming out of college or less than 21 starts. It's not enough for me. I mean, Carson Wentz is another guy. You know what I mean? Okay, I think he had about 17 or 18 starts coming out of college, and then you know what I mean. He had a Then there's Kenny Pickett, where it's like he started for hella years, but then he just comes in the league, he's not it. You know what I mean? And then there's Bo Nix or Brock Purdy, where these guys, Andrew Luck, Joe Burrow, guys like that, where the experience definitely shows, and you translate immediately. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Then like Trey Lance could be just like not smart. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. Is like, is he a dumbass? You know what I mean?
Well, he definitely doesn't have a lot.
Look at the school that he went to.
Yeah,
He don't got a lot of
Carson Wentz actually.
He went. Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, when the COVID came, that motherfucker only had like 8 starts the year before COVID. When COVID came, I think he only got to play 2 games or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So the motherfucker already don't even have a lot of fucking high school and college football. That's the thing though.
Yeah,
and this motherfucker
not everybody's Ben Roethlisberger. Because Ben Roethlisberger was like that. I don't think he played high school.
Yeah, but he was a
Is that right?
Yeah, someone could fact check me on that. I know he had he had minimal experience coming out of college. So
he's at Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy in the league.
I might be wrong about the high school thing, but
at Miami of Ohio. Oh, everything. That's his classmate.
Oh, word.
My boy BJ, he's in the Heart to Star dynasty with us. He went to school with Big Ben in Miami of Ohio. They classmates, alum. Oh my mama.
That's what's up.
My bad, Joe. We got a question in the chat. Shout out to Jason Ortiz. Top of the morning to you,
what's
Big
up,
Joe.
Jason?
Yeah, Big Ben went to Findlay High School.
One of DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, or for Daniels, Harrison, and Adams.
For the 3 of those?
So we're going for the 2.
Let's see.
Oh wait, hold on. It's a 3
it's
for
a 2
3.
for 1. He's trying to decide which one to target, right?
He's trying to get Daniels, Marvin Harrison, and Devontae Adams, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. I read that.
Yeah.
So you're either trading Sam Darnold or Russell Wilson, or DJ Moore and what the fuck? Oh yeah, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper.
I feel like the Amari Cooper's gonna that one's gonna hurt.
So 2 quarterbacks and 1 receiver for 1 quarterback and 2 wide receivers. I'm probably doing.
You gotta be giving up a better
doing,
QB. I don't think that guy's coming off of Daniels like that.
If you're rocking Darnold and Wilson and you're not worried about getting rid of them, that means you got a good quarterback because you got those guys late, right? And then
100%.
You're probably rocking with somebody that you're comfortable with, even if it's a Kyler Murray or something like that, something that you didn't pay super high, but you're sitting comfortably for it. And you want to stack the Murray Harrison or maybe even Rodgers Adams. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
because you ain't gonna be using Daniels. That's one thing that you got to keep in mind is that the Daniels play is probably not going to be available. The way that last game was, the organization might have drawn a line and said, "Okay, we're done." That's probably not a thing anymore.
What you talking about, Jaden Daniels?
I'm thinking that it was fucking.
They were number 1 in the division till last week, till losing to.
Is it Jaden Daniels?
Yeah,
for whatever reason, I'm thinking Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah, because the coaches were like, "Yeah, we're done here."
Yeah,
but if you're
Daniels.
talking about getting Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison, and Devontae Adams,
I think the Cooper isn't enough to get that pack right there. That's what I was saying initially. Like, you might need to throw some, unless you get Cooper practicing in full all of a sudden, and then you could sell him on, hey, there's no key on.
So what he's doing is he's giving up Sam Darnold and Russell Wilson and 1 of DJ Moore and Amari Cooper for Daniel. So the trade must already be in works. That's what I'm thinking. You know,
Okay.
what I mean?
You're getting Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison, and Devontae Adams. I don't care what you give up to get those guys.
Oh, it's Garrett Wilson, he says. So he's giving up Sam Darnold, Garrett Wilson, and one of DJ Moore and Amari Cooper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess it would be DJ Moore because I think Cooper, he's not going to want Cooper while he's banked up. And I would rather have Cooper over DJ Moore the rest of the way.
And I would probably rather have Wilson than Harrison or Adams. I'd rather have Garrett Wilson over the Harrison or Adams.
This is the chance to get Harrison though. If you are a Harrison guy because he's on the bye week, you could probably and he like he said he wants to stack.
And he's shooting for the upside with Jaden Daniels. He getting
the Daniels might be the best player.
You might gotta send Kyler in return if you're trying to get Daniels. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think someone's gonna look at Sam.
I just threw that name out. I didn't know what was going on because at first I thought he was getting rid of 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I was thinking
first. I thought it was Russell Wilson and Sam Darnold. I was thinking it was a super flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a super flex, that would have been a nice deal. You know what I mean? But it's because it's gonna be hard, even though for fantasy purposes, Jaden Daniels' last 2 weeks hasn't been like the number 1 or 2 finisher at the position, right? So it is, it's a stock market. If anyone's ever gonna come off of Jaden Daniels, it's this week. You know what I mean? And if you can give that guy usable pieces, you can go ahead and get Harrison up off of him. You know what I mean? I mean, for what it's worth, Harrison has been coming around. And he's still getting no less than a 25% target market share on average. So I'm okay with it.
Hey, no worries, Jason. We got you, big bro. 100%. We gonna talk this shit out. He said, "I got y'all confused. My fault, man. We gonna get
no, it's all right.
We cleared it up.
We cleared it up.
Because I was going like, man, this is so one-sided. I don't know.
Firing my shit.
That's exactly what I thought at first. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna go.
But now that you clarified, I'm like, I don't know. I do kind
of. We got Justin the Win in the building. Top of the morning, Justin. He said traded Hunt for Debo. Give me your thoughts.
Hey man, stand up and take a bet.
We got Pacheco coming back in week 12 at minimum.
Great trade. And Debo, he's clearly playing out there hurt, but man, moving forward, I want Debo over Hunt 100%.
Them is facts. Yep, Jason cleared it up. It's Darnold, Wilson, and one of Moore or Cooper for Daniels, Adams, and Marvin Harrison. Oh my mama.
I can make a case for DJ Moore, but it's a very slim case. It's a very slim chance this happens. But man, when you fire your coordinator and you go, it's like, okay, let's target the guy we're actually paying. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
So I feel like DJ Moore has some higher upside here, but that guy's not going to go for Cooper unless you could sell him on the fact that Keon's out. And so
Keon's already been ruled out.
This is a veteran savvy move. You whatever offer you got, then counter it, but don't decline. Just make a whole new offer.
Create another one.
So the other trade partner has 2 offers to look at. It's like, do I take DJ Moore or do I take Amari Cooper? Because I think if you're getting Jaden Daniels and then you're getting fucking Harrison and Adams,
the guy is going to get.
You're working with 3 guys that you're comfortable with starting, as opposed to 2 guys that you're comfortably starting. But Garrett Wilson is the best receiver in this trade, so it depends on what you want. Do you want the better quarterback or the better?
And this is where I think it might be a little unnecessary because he has Kyler Murray who's doing it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if he has. My
bad.
I threw that out there because when I saw he's trading 2 quarterbacks, I was like, he's got to have like maybe.
That's why I got confused. Okay, see, you confuse us all, man.
I'm confusing you. Yeah, I was confused.
Usually that's me.
You're gonna be confused.
Usually that's my go-to. My fault, bro.
I'll turn this whole podcast around right now.
I tell you what, though, when it was Russell Wilson and Sam Darnold, I was like, get Jaden Daniels and the 2 receivers.
Hey, JD, the Jaguars have the number 1 pick right now.
Oh, okay.
Just by 3 percentage points.
That's what I thought.
0.3 percentage points.
That's what I thought. There's no way the Jaguars didn't have the number 1. They just scored 7 points this week. That was stressful, though, for a Vikings fan. They're like, are we going to lose to the fucking Jaguars right now with Mac Jones?
And of course, trusty trusty Travis Etienne just always fucks it up for them somehow on the goal line.
Yeah, for real, right?
Hey, we top of the morning, the ringside rips. He's in the building this morning, man.
Man, he's got the critic. Remember that show? The
Yeah,
critic?
that was a great cartoon. What was his name? The character looked just like him. John Lovitz, right?
Yeah.
John
Lovitz
is
radio. The dude from News Radio.
Yes.
Yep.
The dude from he's also Saturday Night Live. High School High. Remember that movie? Anthony.
Wow. That hit that Roquan Smith put on Chris Godwin was rescinded. His claim was rescinded.
So they sent the break back. You know what Chris Godwin was like? Listen, bro, it's football. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
ringside, what's your order of the waiver priority for him? He got Estime, Trey Benson, QJ, Pacheco. Thanks, dudes.
Okay, so
Pacheco.
I do like it would be Pacheco for me because you just go and get one of the more runningest teams and you go and get their starter. Boom. Even though you got to house him for a week.
I would go with Pacheco.
Estime would be number 2, Benson, and then QJ.
Yeah,
I'd go QJ 3
because Estime is actually he got 14 carries, and this was right after they did say they're going to give him some more work.
Did you know how many Javonte got?
One.
I saw that. Yeah.
Game over for Javonte.
Oh no! Yeah, he got 1 carry.
That's game over, bro.
But
That's right.
Carries,
right.
Here's the thing, though. That 14 carries was only 50-something yards, bro. Like it wasn't like Estime was lighting up the world. You know what I mean? Pacheco, Estime, a QJ, then Benson in that order.
I'm going Pacheco, QJ. QJ ain't going nowhere, bro. As long as he on that motherfucking field, that's one of Herbo's dudes.
Yeah.
And I got to go Pacheco, then QJ. And then Benson has been a back top 36 play this week, and he didn't even, for the last 2 weeks, and he didn't even score this week. He had 10 back-to-back, I think 10 attempts, 100%. And
I love Jason Connor. I do, but I know his history. It's like, we're like,
I'm with you. I'm going to put Estime third. Because at the end of the day, too, I forget that they still are going to have.
I'm waiting for the crash. I'm like, oh no, he ain't going to be active for how many weeks? 4 weeks.
I know, right? He looked at his watch. Oh, it's time to get hurt.
It's about time. It's like
morning, Dennis. Dennis, are you kind of worried in Minnesota about your Vikings?
Yeah,
I'm worried for you.
I love how he was back there. He was like, "Hey, Dennis."
Said it earlier in the chat that he was a little worried. I'm trying to find. Here it is, right here.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
Oh my mama, there's a lot of concern in Minnesota.
I mean, it's Sam Darnold.
Brother, what's that?
Well, Sam Darnold's come back down to earth.
What's that, brother?
Top of the morning, Jason Ray. Jay Ray is in the building. What's the deal with the new OC in Chicago? Got more on my bench. Could we maybe sell with the news?
Yeah, I would sell, right? But it's also I would look for needs. If I need a running back, I'm trying to look for somebody who's needy at receiver because DJ Moore isn't really he's not really shiny right now. But there is a case to be made if you end up with DJ Moore still because. I think it would be the wise thing. Like, okay, remember when they made the coordinator change they fired the regime over there and they changed the play caller for the Jets. The first thing I said is, okay, they're going to stop fooling around with this Brandon Allen shit and just start feeding one Breece Hall. And they did that. I feel like that's what we'll see here. We're gonna get some more targets to some DJ Moore here. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Scheme your guy up.
Oh my
God.
I need a favor from everyone in the chat, man. Go ahead, drop a like for us, bro. Help us get this content into these YouTube streets. Please drop us a like, man, if you're still rocking with us in the chat, man, and you find the content helpful, insightful, entertaining. You know what I mean? We do this shit every day. Please go ahead and get us a like, man. Let us get out into these YouTube streets, man. 100%. We're just testing out our rental kicker. Jay Sherman rocks. 10-man half PPR. I have Hawkinson. Should I drop Tucker Kraft to make room for somebody on the waivers this week? Yeah, Hawkinson had a damn good week last on Sunday as well. You know what I mean? We starting to see him get fired up as these weeks go along. Tucker Kraft, if Kraft ain't popped up and he ain't doing you nothing as of right now, pause. Yeah, I would go ahead and make room for somebody for sure because there's a few nice little pickups on the wire this week. 100%. Smash that like, peeps. Good looking, big bro. Get that like for you, filthy savage. Come on now, we appreciate y'all, man. 100%. That's real shit. 100%. Where we at? We at the 109, bro. Last night I wasn't on my shit, right? I did not get a message from our sponsor. We're not gonna let another stream go by where we don't get a message to our sponsor. We'll be right back, y'all. Yes, sir. You see what it is. NeonPeacockMerch.com. Do yourself a favor. Slide over to the website, man. Get locked in. Slide through that motherfucker and find you a couple things that you like, big bro. And get one for yourself. Get one for a gift, man. 100%. Oh my mama. It's Christmas time.
Mm-hmm. And you get it's a more premium tea right now, if I'm not mistaken. You get the soft teas, which is which it probably is just how it sounds. You know, it's a softer feeling t-shirt, more comfort for your drip. You know, like the ones that we usually promote are the classics. They got the regular and the classics are the ones that usually go on sale for the low price of $13. But now you get the soft tea, which was usually a more premium t-shirt, and that's gonna be a steal if you ask me. $13.
Facts. 100%. Lee, I just seen what you sent me directly. It says that former Seahawks Russell Okung took 6.5, half of his salary in Bitcoin and turned it in 2020 and now has turned it into $45 fucking million, bro.
I know, right?
Man, shout out to bruh. Oh my goodness.
He could retire right there.
Oh, that shit. I seen it last night at $85 fucking thousand.
Yeah.
It jumped up 10,000 in a week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to
man, he put what, $6.5 million on it?
bro, and turned it into
45.
Fuck, almost $500 million. And then I don't know how it is in the state of Washington or wherever he resides at, but the capital gains here in California, if you hold it for over a year, the taxes is less if you pull that shit out. Oh my God.
I saw that. I thought of you right away. I was like, wow.
100%. I'm glad you sent that, bro. I'm gonna talk about that on the Saturday show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, man, shout out to Russell Okung, man. He was the fullback, right?
Left tackle.
Left tackle. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm
You
thinking
see how much he made?
He fucking bubble, bro. That is ridiculous.
$6.5 million in Bogan. He made $45 million.
That's not bad, but see, here's my thing too, is because he bought in 2020 when them motherfuckers was like what were they at back then? Like 30, 40,
under 30, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. I mean, shout out to him. I mean, that's a smart. You know who did all that shit too? I think OBJ did something similar. Like his contract that he got from the Rams, I think he went bought it all, or he asked for it all in Bitcoin or some shit like that.
And that shit is ridiculous, bro. And what he signed with the Rams for a year? Or was it a 2-year deal?
Yeah.
13, 14. Man, oh my.
Yeah, I think it was like 13, 14 million. Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit. Oh, that's making my stomach hurt right now, boy. Shout out to
Hey, no, let's stop talking about Bitcoin.
Oh, my mama.
Hey, you know what? I probably would have been dead.
Bruh.
Yeah, there's an alleged story where at one point or another, about 12 years ago, I had all the Bitcoin because that's how we were just moving alleged money around and just cashing them out immediately and not knowing that it was going to be some shit that would have made us all rich.
Facts.
Hey, listen, I was hood rich at the time. We was just getting it. It was just, that's how we moving the money around now? I was like, what the fuck is Bitcoin? You know what I mean? Like,
come on now.
Crazy. Fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to all the homies, man. That you know what I mean, that got the Bitcoin, because you'll be able to do a lot. You know what I mean? You got kids, boom, tuitions, all the shit. Fucking you'll be able to leave my whole ass fucking trust funds now. You feel me?
Come on now.
That shit might be 100. It's gonna be at 100 by like December.
Yeah, I think so. It just went 10,000 in a week, bro. Oh my mama.
Well, so it's like 85 now.
Yeah, I think it's at 84. It might be a little bit under that right now. My mama. I ain't even checked my shit this morning.
What about that? Something Ethereum? What is it?
Ethereum.
Ethereum. What's that?
Ethereum is at like 2,000. I think it was. I think it might be a little bit more.
That's crazy.
All right, we got a question from Frizz. May or Winston this week?
Kind of like Winston in the revenge narrative. I mean, May is playing the Rams. They got phenomenal pass rush. That's a really bad offensive line. So if we're gonna play Drake May, we need the yards on the ground. You know what I mean? I'm playing Winston. Isn't that crazy?
Neither matchup is really, really great, if you ask me. But
I mean, you can't tell me the Saints just all of a sudden turned it all the way around. You know what I
mean? Divisional game again. Who they play? Atlanta last week. Beat Atlanta by 2-3 points.
Yeah, it was. And I would say it's a more ugly game for. MVS is a pickup. There it is too. Speaking of the Saints, you know what I mean?
You want to get into the waiver wire?
Yeah, fuck it. We can do it.
Where you want to start at? Wide receivers?
Yeah, we'll start wide receivers.
Okay.
I mean, first I would do a scan to see if someone dropped like guys like Romeo Doubs or Cedric Tillman or just stuff like that. Because sometimes people do stuff like that when in this type of year when you have bye weeks and so many injuries, and you know what I mean. They might. So I would just scour it first, scan it, but then otherwise, more than likely, it's MVS is probably the number one pickup. He's playing the Rashid Rice role.
We got Slick.
Rashid Rice. What's his name? Rashid Shaheed.
Shaheed skis on my mama. We got Pure Salt 37% owned on Yahoo, and we got.
Oh, okay. I see. I fucked up. I looked at him. I thought it was 67%. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Pure Salt.
That's on you. That's on you on Yahoo though.
Okay. Still though, that's
I've
decent.
seen the sleeper. How much he is on? Or
how I would definitely. Okay, how about this? Let me ask you something. Is he like this? The number 3? He's like the number 3 look, if that, maybe even the number 4. So maybe I think just because he's on a better offense, I'll still put Ricky and then MVS and then Mac Hollins.
Yeah, and then the MVS out of his whole career, even with the best quarterback in football, it's always a hit and miss. Maybe more misses than hits. You know what I mean? 100%. So he's
one of those guys that can blow right past a defender, but he just always had the bad hands. You know what I mean?
100%. And the only other wide receiver they got on Yahoo as a top target is Christian Watson, and he's 43% owned.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that too. I mean, just being attached to it's like a better MVS play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, might not be better. It's just like an MVS play. He literally replaced MVS. It's funny, actually, thinking about it.
They got AD Mitchell on here. All 6 of his targets for 71 yards. Bateman is probably pretty high owned. Oh, John Mechie. John Mechie made his first.
I mean, that's another thing too. Like, he's definitely the number 3, but he played 70% out of the slot. So, he had some high percentage targets here. They're playing the Cowboys, you know what I mean, who are there, even though their secondary is bad, they're better on the out against perimeter receivers.
But they should have Nico back next week, right?
Yes, I just really don't. The Mechie thing is cool because I'm still going to put him behind in the order.
We got Jerry Jeudy on here. It doesn't say what his percentage owned is.
But he's definitely he's one of the more dropped players.
And then they got Mike Williams and Mike Gesicki on here as well.
Yeah, Gesicki will be my priority if I need tight end because, as long as we don't have Higgins, he's in play.
100%. And Tanner Hudson popped up on the top 12 tight ends last week as well.
What about Sanders though? He's been.
Well, yeah, JT.
He's on a bye week, but but he's a great speculative ad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my guy. I was able to pick him up in a few leagues early last week.
I mean, Taysom Hill for that matter too. Like, you know what I mean? If we're looking for, scraping the tight end barrel.
Yeah, somebody talked about Taysom Hill earlier in the chat too.
Yeah, they did.
Everything. Top of the morning, Smitty. My bad, Smitty. I was looking at the wires. Stafford or Drake May and Jennings or Tank Dell this week.
Staffy.
I'd stay Stafford, and then I'd go with.
I'm going
I'd go with Jennings.
Jennings is elite. I'm putting 10 on the 2, but you know what I mean? That's where I'm at with Jennings and Tank right now. Like, I would play Jennings over Tank.
Yeah, I'll go Stafford and Jennings.
Yeah, we're playing the Seahawks. Love that matchup.
At home. How about Gesicki or Ferg this week? Got Otten on the bye.
Oh, we're going with Gesicki. Yeah, I'm not touching the Cowboys. I'm not.
I don't want the Cowboys.
Yeah, go Gesicki too.
And then CeeDee Lamb would have saved his day if fucking Uncle Jerry didn't decide to have the fucking sun in their own hands.
Well, I think Uncle Jerry's gonna do something about that, man. Watch that.
Is he gonna put some curtains or what? You know what's funny? In the Mike McCarthy, listen, bro,
like a shade going across it.
Look at Mike McCarthy in the post game conference. They had somebody holding a little thing to you know what I mean? Stop the lights from getting in his face. Like, yo,
my lovely little lumps. Check it out.
Let's go.
Yeah, and it sucks for Fergie's son, man. Fergie's son was like usable. Now he's not. That's probably droppable.
Yeah, Dak is the tight end guy.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. This was a giveaway. Shit. There was one season where they were. I had. They had a giveaway, but they used to keep giving it out if you spin the wheel, you do all the fucking shit that they have in the. I don't know if you're familiar with Petco Park, but it's one of the best ballpark in America for like the last 10 years in a row, and it's because we got a lot of shit going on, and they'll have giveaways, but they'll have like the giveaways as prizes for like just random shit that you can do for like $1 or whatever the fuck, like, oh, okay, we're gonna spin the wheel for $1, and then you get a shirt. You're like, oh, cool, shirt for $1, hell yeah. But I have a grip of these. Since they're blue and they go with my uniform, I wear a lot of them to work. They're all my work shirts, but they're also not cotton. They're the other, like the what do they call that? Under Armour. It's kind of like the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. To be hugging on a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Top of the morning, Aiden. Aiden is a regular around here, man. He's dead as fuck. Less 30 points between Barkley, Jefferson, and Kyron. Lost by 0.2 points.
Ooh.
R.I.P. Sutton, my highest scored.
Hey, man, Kyron did definitely let us down last night.
Yeah, he did.
Nice spot, too. Like,
I'm going to the Ravens show. It's my first time seeing you around here, big bro.
Yeah, man, shout out to the Ravens.
Pulling up. He said, what wide receiver should I target? With package of BTJR, ETN, and Wandale. I also have Drake, Mike Evans, Debo, Titi. It's a super flex league. I'm 9-1. My starting running backs are Gibbs and Aaron Jones.
Okay, so
I would start going after Amon-Ra. Why not?
Yeah.
Like go high and then see what type of action
you might even be able to
Amon-Ra. And then if you get legit action, then throw a trade offer for Jefferson or Chase, or like I'm a big believer. It's like if I'm going to give up 3 guys that I can actually start on a weekly basis, I better be getting somebody that is a big come up.
And there it is, there, bro. Like you said, Amon-Ra. He said that he sent offers for Amon-Ra on everything.
Yeah. See, you're thinking right. So. Because you don't undervalue ET, and especially with Bigsby getting injured, He's going to be a solid running back. Like it's dire straits for running backs until somebody gets injured, and once Bigsby gets injured, that's ETN's time to come back in and
call me
and do his
crazy.
thing.
I might even fuck around and send Aaron Jones instead of ETN. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, he has Aaron Jones?
Yeah, because Aaron Jones is all kind of banged up, and you know what I mean. And he's kind of been like, I think he has 100-yard rush.
That's
Yeah,
right.
one time. I think you're right.
He's been getting a lot of combined 100-yard games.
There it is.
Yeah,
so,
because if you do throw that Aaron
Jones
Jones in there, you might get that bite, that extra little bite that the
because
other owner.
He's on a better offense, but like ETN, I feel like I can get what I'm looking for out of Aaron Jones out of ETN on a week-to-week basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree with that. 100%.
Because we do like the prospect of acquiring an Amon-Ra or a CD or like a. I think we're jumping into another tier with Chase and Jefferson. I think they finally chased both of those guys, put themselves into a tier of their own, and now everybody else is below them.
And like, I mean, BTJ, I love him. He's definitely hurt, so I'm trying to move him to it.
That's another thing. It's like that's why I'm shooting for the stars with the Amon-Ra.
Yeah, go for the sun guy
or something like
Amon-Ra
that.
dog.
I do like BTJ. We all like BTJ. Wandale, JD and I have been talking about Wandale for fucking like all season now. ETN has been on the come up, and especially with it
was the injuries.
Yeah, Bigsby is losing. Bigsby is going to be big for ETN.
Yeah,
100%. Because it's like, because here's the thing is like ETN, at least he was getting worked in the passing game, but now if he can get all that work on the ground again, and like it isn't, they got to go back to 2020.
Lee, look at the comments, Lee. My bad, Bogey.
Oh yeah, remember in the 2020, they were not trying to win. They just running the ball.
Yep,
he's in London, Lee.
Yep.
Oh, every day we got Aiden tapping in from the UK, man.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
Baby, we got
it's like 8 hours.
We're now overseas.
We overseas.
Come on, baby, international, baby.
Top of the morning or top of the afternoon.
Welcome to my fellow Brit.
That's what I'm talking about. See, yes, sir. Let's fucking get it. And then we got Brad, top of the morning, Brad, Dynasty Superflex. I need to trade Josh Allen to get more depth, future picks. I'm not even sure how to value Allen in a Superflex. What do you think his value is currently?
Quarterback. You should quarterback in the first round. I need a quarterback in return and a first round. That's the start. That's how if you're asking me when you have Josh Allen. You know what I mean?
And it's a Superflex.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at somebody who's been, maybe I'll go target one of the younger. Maybe I go up to the person with Jaden Daniels. Maybe you don't get a first round, but maybe I get Jaden Daniels plus. You know what I mean? A skill guy. You know what I'm saying? Because Josh Allen is still, the number one QB 3 out of the last 4 years. You feel me? Like you sell him as such.
You gotta sell high. 100%.
Yeah, if you're thinking you have to, which I would temper, I would bring it back a little bit and go, okay, how much better off am I not having a Josh Allen? And if you're not getting a Lamar or something like that, then
I feel like
not going to
trade. No one's going to do.
Yeah.
Unless there's a preference that for a fact that person would prefer to have Josh Allen over Lamar, right? Because like if I'm going to make a trade, I want to get a little younger, and if I'm going to stay with the rushing, you know what I mean, then I'll target a Jaden Daniels, right?
100%. You got to go up to the top 3-4 teams to see what they looking like on their playoff run. 100%. And if they lacking at one of the quarterback positions in that Superflex league, 100%, you go attack one of them.
Yeah, you have to get a quarterback in return regardless. That's
right.
It.
Yeah, because that's the one thing you don't want to do is like, especially if you're going and you're getting one of the you're making a deal with someone who is winning. You're looking at the first round pick. So I would look first at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean?
If you get a Drake May and a fucking Justin Jefferson or a Jamar Chase or something like that.
Yeah, sell the fuck out of, even if you have to add on to the Josh Allen. Like if I can get like you said, a Drake May and a Jefferson or something like that. Of course, I'm going to have to throw a little something in there, but I'm willing to, because And I would imagine this is not a QB premium. You know what I mean? If it is, then all the more reason to be able to get what you want for a Josh Allen. You know what I mean?
There it is there. Raven Show said the only hesitation I have with trading Aaron Jones instead of ETN is the Jags offense stinks even with Trevor Lawrence. It was bad. Yeah. Now Mac Jones,
Yeah,
the only one. It only gets worse.
That's facts.
I'm not going to argue it. Oh, but also we are dealing with an injured Aaron Jones, and he clearly looks injured out there. That's the one. And here's another thing too: is like it's because I'm saying throwing Aaron Jones because I think that's what's going to get the deal going.
Get the deal going. Yeah,
exactly.
You're like, oh, you're trying to double
And
your
the reason why-
yeah. And I think, like I said, I think I'll get what I'm looking for out of ETN on a week-to-week basis.
100%, especially with Mac Jones, because ETN comes out the backfield and is highly relevant in the PPR game, as well as being able to get loose when he gets the ball in the run game. 100%.
And I'll take it back to the 2020 Jags when they didn't want to win anymore. They just kept running the ball, even though they were down multiple possessions. Like I can see that. I mean, maybe we haven't seen that just yet because Doug Peterson is not. He's trying to keep his job, but his firing is on the way. And like they want the highest. They want to get that number 1 pick so they can figure out what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah.
Because
we got a counter.
They locked in with their QB. They got a star receiver. You know what I mean?
That's when you trade back. You do the Belichick maneuver and you go, okay, let's get 2 first rounds, even if they're late rounds or whatever the fuck, and then start.
I don't trust Trent Baalke to do the right thing over there.
Yeah,
he took Travion Walker. He took Travion Walker over Hayden Hutchinson.
Yeah, fuck Trent, man.
Trent Baalke's an idiot.
Oh, my mama. We got a counter update from Jason. Jason said, I got the counter. He wants Browns Tillman instead of DJ or Cooper. So it's Sam Darnold, Garrett Wilson, and Tillman from Browns for Jaden Daniels, Adams, Marvin Harrison. Yes or no?
Smash.
I'm not
yeah, because I'd like to get the Daniels. The quarterback win for me puts me over, and then Adams and Marvin are guys that you can start without hesitation. Garrett and Wilson, they're great too, but I think coming up on Daniels over Darnold is
I think Garrett Wilson makes this the selling point for him. Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. You're not getting
the fact that he wanted Tillman.
Garrett Wilson.
Listen, this is the perspective on a DJ Moore right now. This guy would rather have Tillman over DJ Moore. And maybe he's right, but good for him. So you get to keep your DJ Moore just in case DJ. And then now you might even be able to flip DJ Moore elsewhere. You know what I mean?
You could.
A nice 1-for-1. Go get
I'm one of the dummies that might buy a DJ Moore.
I think and I'm one of the dummies that might buy Jameis Winston with it in the super flex.
There you go.
I agree with you, big bro.
Send it, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. Appreciate you for letting us know what the counter was, big bro. 100%. And then we got
Hey, come back. Let us know if it goes down.
Oh my mama, we got I'm just there 8, top of the morning to you. It's my first time seeing you around here. Appreciate you for pulling up on us, big bro. He says, sell BTJR for DeAndre Hopkins. How y'all feel about that?
I sure do like a Hopkins. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of having a Hopkins. What concerns me is the Chiefs just end up solidifying their first round bye, and he ain't got no action, no reason to have Hopkins out there in the time of most need. And BTJ, he's a rookie, so we ain't ever sitting a rookie. It don't matter how bad the season gets for the Jaguars, BTJ is going to be on the field
unless he's hurt for real. Like he does have that. He does have that chest injury, and I did see. You know, he's the guy that you can't really jam him up at the line, but they was kind of fucking him up this past week. He's probably like, "Ow!"
They were.
And
but with chest injuries, we expect that to work itself out. He's going to get more healthy, and he's going to get back to.
Here's the thing: BTJ is the big play guy, right? He's all year. That's what he's been. That's been his bag. Is the big play. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have Nuke over there, he's basically older Rashee Rice. In that, that's the role. There's a lot of PPR action. And then it's just, do we consider that a better offense? Even, yeah, probably. The Chiefs, even though as bad as they've kind of been for fantasy and been kind of annoying, they're better than offense than the Jags. So that's kind of the deal breaker here for me. But I feel like I might be able to get more out of BTJ. You know what I mean? We might be able to shoot a little higher or get nuke plus maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Unless is that just where we're at? Just in
to Bogey's point, what he's saying is that it's kind of like a lateral trade at this moment because we have the upside of the Chiefs offense being better, but like I was trying to point out is that the Chiefs might just start running away with things and they might start sitting players when it matters the most for us fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. In the playoffs.
And if Hopkins ain't involved week 16, week 17, that's killing our team.
Well, how about this? I'm not going to consider that yet until after this week, because if the Bills beat the Chiefs this week, how many games behind are they?
The
Chiefs are.
They'd be 2 games.
It'd be 2 games, and they would have the tiebreaker over them.
Tiebreaker.
So this could, and if the Bills theoretically win out and keep winning, the Chiefs they're not gonna sit their guys week 17. How about that? I don't.
You don't think the Chiefs sit week 17?
I do. It depends.
18, maybe. Yes. Actually,
18 for sure. Yeah. Week 17, I could see week 17 happen. And if they beat the Bills, I could also see because they do have a deep wide receiver room. They might not be the best.
They play the Steelers, who are another team too, where you have to get a win on for the home field. Because if the Steelers theoretically, if they win out, I mean, and if somehow the Chiefs and or Bills drop a few, you know what I mean? It's not exactly all the way locked up. That's why I said I think I'd wait till after this week, because that would put the Bills back in the combo. You know what I mean?
Bills have two losses.
Yep. Right now.
Kansas City 0 losses.
Kansas City's got 0. So okay.
We got Raven Show back up in here, and he said that he also liked and subscribed. We appreciate you, Raven Show.
All right, kid. Buffalo is 8-2.
Yeah,
there it is. They haven't had a bye week, so bro, if they're only 1 game behind them, if they beat them this week, I'm just saying, like, the Bills have smacked them up in the regular season before, so you know what I mean. They just haven't been able to best them in the post. You know what I mean?
And this would be I think this would be the toughest challenge Kansas City's faced so far in their season. Team-wise,
like, not even 100%.
I don't know. I mean, the Bills' defense. I would say the Bills are being carried
suspect.
by their offense.
Their defense is suspect.
Their secondary is cool, but they can't stop the run. So it's like, this could be if the Bills can't get going on offense, this could be a shootout game in time of possession, because man, they're going to be able to run the ball on
James Cook isn't at 100%. They're lucky to have Keon Coleman back out there.
Keon Coleman's
he's already ruled out.
11.
He's out. Okay,
he's already been ruled out.
He's already ruled out. Like, I feel like
you need Amari Cooper, the pooper scooper, to come back.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge right there.
Yeah, you have no Dalton Kincaid, 100%. He's out. So
that's a Cooper game.
The Chiefs once again get into this fucking situation where, you know what I mean? I hate them.
Yeah.
No one bring up the Super Bowl.
Hey, Raven Show, would y'all do that package I offer for Devontae Smith? And then the package, he said, would y'all target, or what wide receiver would y'all target with the package of BTJR, ETN, and Wandale? I think that's a little too much for Devontae, big bro.
I want an Amon Ra. I was with you on the Amon Ra for real.
Yeah, go for St. Brown. And if we're gonna go for an Eagle, we're going for AJ.
Because we're talking about 3 guys that other owner is going to be able to start those 3 guys on.
You might be able to get Smith for like Aaron Jones straight up, for real, if you wanted to go that route. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to, like, if I'm going for Eagle, you go for AJ Brown, man. You know what I mean?
Mama. Shout out to Raven Show. By the way, definitely leaving a like and a sub. 100%. I love the energy right here. And then I'm just there. 8 said, appreciate it, fellas. First time digging the vibe. Appreciate you for pulling up on us, y'all. 100%.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, let's go. And then
life.
We got Cy in the building. Top of the morning to you.
What's
First
up,
time around
bro?
here. We appreciate you
Yeah.
pulling up on us. Should I trade Swift for Higgins? I have Monty Gibbs, Walker the third, Hunt, Pacheco on IR. Also, should I drop Gesicki for Hockenson?
I would.
Yeah, I would do that one. The for sure. And then the other one,
Swift for Higgins.
Swift.
yeah, I don't mind buying Higgins. It's just dangerous. It's like,
Yeah.
when is he gonna come back? You know what I mean? And like, if I'm Higgins, it doesn't matter what you show on the field because you're on the franchise tag and you're a free man next year, unless they double franchise tag him. I don't think they're doing that.
Yeah.
Might be able to find a Swift pursuer. Just blast it out there. I don't know what format you play. If it's sleeper, you can alert the whole league. It's like, hey, this guy's on the block, and then see what kind of action you get from it.
Exactly.
With the Yahoo trade,
You have to go to
you might
manager
have
to manager.
just go like individually down the line and be like, oh, okay, this is what I want from your team for this. And Higgins is an okay, because you're rocking the 4. Well, no, well, you got Pacheco on IR too. Yeah, you're rocking the 4. Like, I imagine your squad being able to start the 2 running backs and then at most 2 flexes. So you already got your flexes filled. So if you can solidify a WR3 or WR2, however your format is, with a Higgins on injury risk.
That's a hell of a running back squad, though. I won't lie to that.
Yeah, she's got it on lock. Freaking Pacheco and Hunt, like, that's great. And you got Hockenson at the tight end. Monty Gibbs, Walker, Hunt, or Pacheco. You're starting all 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see a situation where any receiver is going to come in when you're trying to get a Higgins. I don't see a receiver overtaking those running backs. So having a Higgins as a bench, because we're talking about a bench running back for a bench wide receiver potentially, and you're so deep at running back. This is a decent move. Because Burrow, he's been slinging it. We've seen almost 500 passing yards at times already. And Swift, what is he doing? He's on a reeling team who's coming up from behind, and we're gonna rely on Swift to get a miracle break. Break one for like 40 plus yards for a touchdown, and then everything else is going to be low volume and not very productive. I like taking a risk on Higgins more than I like taking a risk on Swift when my running back room looks as dominant as yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. But send some offers out. I always have that plan of action where, like, oh, okay, if I can get some conversation going with one owner, what's stopping me from having conversation with another owner? So check your league out, see what other receivers you can get in a trade with Swift. If you're not confident on Higgins's availability, because that's where I'm at. That's my setback on him, is like, I don't know how available this guy's gonna be. He's who calls him Glass?
I think it's Joe.
Yeah, man.
He calls him Glass. I forgot who calls him Glass.
He is kind of like Glass. That's the risky business you get with Higgins. But I'm selling high on Swift. Yeah, do it.
100%. Shout out to Cy for pulling up on us. We appreciate you 100%. We got Nelson in the building. He said, who should I try to get? Sending out CD and Hopkins, Chase Brown, Ladd, hoping for maybe another good wide receiver, maybe another decent RB too. You might want to take Chase Brown out of that though, bro. You want to keep Chase going forward 100%.
You're trying to send all 4 of those in a big ass package? I'm trying to understand what the goal is.
Oh, here we go right here. We got my starters are St. Brown, Puka, Kamara, Connor, and the other players I said too, as well as Jennings.
Oh, so you have all 4 of these players. I'm not getting rid of Saint or
CD,
CD. If you can sell high on CD and get like a 1 for 3 or something, there's a lot of people that have been playing fantasy for a long time, and CD might have an influence even though the short term hasn't been great. The long term, the history of CD has been top 5 wide receiver in the whole league. So you might be able to win big on a CD trade, trading both CD and Hopkins. If you're doing that, you're not coming away with anything lower than an RB1 WR1. You gotta get something like that, because if you're gonna take 2 wide receivers that you can potentially start every week, you got to get a running back in back. Like I'm not doing a wide receiver for a wide receiver. You got to get a running back, and it's got to be somebody like a Chase Brown or higher. Chase Brown is the floor. You got to shoot for Chase Brown at minimum, and then get somebody even better, like a Kyron or somebody that's got like that upside that can be a league winner.
I think I'm not a big fan of lateral trades, but if I am the person who's getting the players that I think are better, I'm all about it. So you know what I mean? If that's the case, if he likes the other 2 receivers that he's bringing back and better than the ones he's sending, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Who am I to tell people that they're prepping? You know what I mean? I'm usually trying to do trades that'll better my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and with the players that he has that he's talking about offering with CD Hopkins and Chase Brown alone, he's definitely going to net something back fire as fuck. I just
I'm doing better than an RB2 though. I'm going for an RB1.
Going after the king?
A decent RB2.
Go after the A-Chan. Go after A-Chan even.
Go after
A-Chan. People might be mad at him.
He's already got Connor and Kamara, so we're looking pretty right there. But I'm also not selling low on
James Cook.
CD might not have the best quarterback thrown to him, but he is the only guy in town.
It's kind of ugly, but it might work.
Yeah, like all it takes is targets, and he's going to get his 14 to 15 targets. That's
and Ken Walker's actually getting targeted out of the backfield too.
Ken Walker, that running back room is looking startable all the way across the board, whether it be Hunt taking all the work, and then when Pacheco comes back, he taking all the work. You flip those guys, and you got 4 running backs starting on your fantasy squad. Which,
if I'm able to start,
that's high upside.
Oh my mama. Sai said, I have CD, Adams, AJ Brown, and Tillman, so I may need another wide receiver half PPR. And let's pull back up. Should I trade Swift for Higgins, and then also having Monty, Gibbs, Walker the third, Kareem Hunt, also got Pacheco?
Yeah,
I think I'm okay there. I don't even want to send Swift for Higgins. If I'm gonna give me maybe McLaurin, if I can send Swift. Oh, is it?
Yeah. No. You're right, Bogey.
Swift.
That was kind of what I was leaning towards too. I was like, go out there, see what other owners would offer you for Swift, because he is a he is a sell high at this moment, because there's been so many weeks where he's been a hitter, and then if the Chicago offense keeps tapering off, 3 points last week.
Yeah, you can't run the ball.
We ain't fucking with no offense that only scores 3 points when it's a running back, unless he's an actual bell cow.
Unless you're James Robinson from 2020 on the Jags.
Swift ain't no bell cow. Swift ain't no bell cow, and we need touchdowns, and in playing from behind, we're gonna need to throw it. So running backs, they're not gonna get any targets if they're playing from behind, especially when you got the receiver room that Chicago has. There's just, including the tight end. It's like they don't have to throw it to Swift. They're gonna push the ball down the field. If they get incompletions, so be it. But they're not gonna just dump it off to the running back when they're behind by 20.
Yeah, and then Roshan Johnson, he's great at pass pro. So like when they do go hurry up, you see a ton of him out there. Yeah, I can get Higgins, I guess it's not a bad plan.
It's not bad.
not
It's not a bad
no,
situation.
no.
It took some convincing for me, but I talked it out and I feel comfortable. But I do like the McLaurin better than the Higgins, so that's an idea out there. Go out there and ask your league. Say, hey,
Laddie.
to the Laddie owner. It's like, hey, what do you think about this McLaurin for Swift?
Let's go, this lad.
And hopefully he's weak on running back, and if he is, he might make that deal.
I think we had a question, right? Yeah. Question in the chat. Or did we answer that one?
Right now we got Devontae Adams or Jaden Reed.
There you go. I'm gonna go Adams against the Colts. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
If Mac Hollins can do it, so can Devontae Adams.
It's actually is Devontae Adams or Jaden Reed also too low of a tier for the BTJ, ETN, and Wandale package?
Oh, yeah, it's too low. Yeah, we're shooting for Amon-Ra with those three.
I'm trying to buy low on a Devontae Adams. And but also too, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder because I think he's selling great pieces. They might not be viewed that way though. You know what I mean? I'm going back to Terry McLaurin. You know what I mean? I like that tier. The Terry, hey, fucking Mike Evans. You know what I mean? If someone
would you give up three of those three guys for the one?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's we're giving up three guys.
Yeah.
That
I'd rather rock with what I have.
Are you crazy? Right. Are you out of your mind?
It's survival of the healthiest, more than ever. You know what I mean? If you got the depth and people ain't going to pay what you want, you're probably okay just sitting on the depth.
And this is why Ravens show
they killed him.
He's targeting Amon-Ra because that's the highest talent guy from a losing squad.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Say, hey, you're a losing squad. I know that's your best piece, but
save yourself before
here we go.
We
got three guys that you could start. And then all of a sudden, instead of having the 20, 30 points from Amon-Ra, you get three guys that can score 15 points or more. That's 45.
Look at that. I like that math. That math is mathing. And you got to tell them, save yourself now while you can. You know what I mean? Hopefully that guy isn't a 7-loss team. 7 losses, those guys are down. If you ask me. You got to be 7. You got to be like actually, maybe 7-7 might get in some of these beat up leagues, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, but and I'm also okay with the Adams. If it eventually falls there, if I'm going to start with the Terry McLaurins, and I'm going to go down to the who else is good in that range? Dang, they really got beat up in that range, huh? The receivers are really fucked up. Oh, DK, boom. Oh, DK's another one. I'm DK's a tier. I would love to with that type of trade.
Nico.
If I can get Nico, I want him over all of them motherfuckers. The person who has Nico probably ain't doing the greatest. I could assume if you know what I mean, because he's been without him for 5 weeks straight. You know what? The couple spots that I do have him, I've been able to survive, except for in the TFL. I'm just so dead.
Did y'all answer this one about Amon-Ra might be the highest?
I think we just did. Yeah.
Just CD and the other one, just CD in either one of the other. Excuse me, and that was from Nelson. My starter. Where is that? Who should I try and sending out? CD, Hopkins, Chase Brown, Ladd, hoping for maybe another good wide receiver.
I'm okay with selling the lad too, the young lad, McConkey. Because with QJ, the games where QJ was hurt, that was when McConkey had his biggest game. It's kind of annoying. My bold prediction is aging well when I say he might hit for 100 grabs. It's not pacing.
I got Chase Brown, Alvin, James Conner, also CD, St. Brown, Puka, and all the other guys are my bench trying to make my team better. 100%.
Always. You got a good team there.
Yeah,
You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
Makes a lot said trying to trade Chase Brown, Khalil Herbert, and Higgins for Cooper Kupp and JT.
You can do it.
Man, good luck.
yeah. Khalil Herbert doesn't have a whole lot of value. He's. It's like you're saying, okay, here's your handcuff.
There's Chase Brown and the handcuff,
and then you're doing the Chase Brown for Taylor on a 1-for-1, and then a cut for Higgins on a 1-for-1. And at this point, I probably want Kupp and Taylor.
Yeah. But you know what though? I love the effort because Biggs sends me shit like that all the time. He's like, oh, Biggs want to dance. Like that's what he's looking for. He's looking to dance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta find the right dance partner.
Sai said, thanks, y'all. The Bears have been trash, so I needed some advice on whether to get rid of Swift, especially with CD trending down and Adams not doing much of anything with the Jets. 100%. We appreciate you. Oh, everything. Them is facts. Nelson said, also week 12, Kamara and Connor have a bye. Oh, shit. So them is that his two top running backs?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is he the one who has
He opened his garage and turn my mic
down. What's my boy named Chase Brown? I'm trying to go through starters, Puka, St. Brown, Kamara, Connor. Oh yeah, he is the one with Chase Brown. Oh yeah, so he definitely trying to get ahead of that week 12 bye mark for sure.
I'm hoping
you try and get one of the running backs that's going to buy?
Yeah, I mean,
okay. Well, you have one. RB2 arguably is the most comfortable.
Who's on a bye week this week? Oh, the Bijans of the world.
I'm okay
I'll try to buy Bijan.
RB2. I'm okay not having a strong RB2. I wouldn't go breaking down my squad just because I ain't got an RB2 for 1 week.
You ain't lying. I think the RB2, when you only need to start 2 running backs, your second running back is probably the most irrelevant out of your squad, right? Like, it's okay if he's not the top dog at your second running back spot. But yeah, I mean, as far as how I prioritize, I'm always going to go like, and we play in predominantly 3 wide receiver leagues. So, you know what I mean? You got to be strong there at your trio for sure.
The Giants, the Cardinals, the Bucks, and Carolina's all on the bye this week.
Okay, Giants, Cardinals, Bucks, Carolina. Okay, yeah. Maybe buy James Conner. Man, damn, James Conner got a bye week just in time, huh?
He need to rest.
He goes about 10 weeks before he dies, so he just made it.
He's heating up.
Facts. Let's see where we at. Let me slide back. I got the lad for you, Lee. Come on, come get him. Come get him home. I have Chase Brown. No other apart from him. Be better off going on waiver wire.
McConkey. That's funny because his name is McConkey and his name is Lad. It's just
it fits.
It was
made. He'll let you know exactly where his heritage is from, huh? Oh, my mama.
He's on the bagpipes, bro.
Nelson, how do you feel about trading? How do you feel? How do you feel about either trading Kamara or Connor? Since one of them is coming up on week 12. Oh well, I think did I say Arizona this week? Yeah, Arizona. So Connor's on the bye this week, and then he said next week I think is Kamara.
James Conner.
James Conner. It was right. Jimmy Conner is what their family calls him. Wow, I didn't think about Conner being Irish. I mean, being Scottish. and pretty much we're hella ignorant, so even if it's Irish, we just throw it in there anyway.
Come on now. Oh my mama. What running backs is out there for you on the wire though, bro? On everything. Let us know who's out there on the wire for you.
Tracy.
Tracy ain't no. There's no. Well, on the wire, no.
No. I said buy a trade. Oh, I thought we're still on buying. I thought we're still on buying like bye week running backs. Yeah, because there's some options there if you want to buy. that's the time when you look to that owner and that motherfucker's, if his record is shot and he's trying to fend off mathematical elimination there, they might come off of a player that they could use now. I mean, that they can't use this week for something they need to use because they need to win. You know what I mean? I'm about to give up DJ Moore legit for Jameis Winston right now. Did you send it already?
Nelson said, I wouldn't mind it. This is talking about either trading Kamara or Connor. I wouldn't mind it. Feel like they've been overachieving. Just want to get my worth with now how he's playing. No, 100%. Then he says Estimate is probably the only one worthwhile on the
I'll prioritize.
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm putting the claim and I'm waiting for the claim to go through. If you don't get it, then I'm trading. But if I don't have to give up one of my playmakers and then get a estimate for some, drop piece, I'm happy with that. Estimate for RB2 this week, just for a bye week. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Shout out to Nelson for pulling up on us, man, keeping us updated 100%. We appreciate you, big bro. Hopefully you like and subscribe, man. We do this shit every fucking day, bro, 100%. Top of the morning, Smitty said, should I trade Stafford for Drake May or for Hurts?
I think he's trying to trade Stafford and May.
Oh, excuse me. Right. Excuse me. My bad. Good looking, big bro.
Is it a super flex? And if it is, yeah, I'm with that. But I do like Stafford the rest of the way. I mean, it was last night it was more of an outlier. I think they were just Mike McDaniels versus Sean McVay. It was a chess match there. You know what I mean? Two motherfuckers that are very versed in the same style of fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we got AJ, which bodes well for the passing game. Devontae Smith is still healthy. We got Goddard getting healthy. We got one of the best running backs in the game. We still got one of the best offensive line.
Talk about it. Oh my mama! And he's running the ball now. And Jalen Hurts is running the ball now.
I'm still heavy on Hurts as a QB3 or higher. I like this. I will give those to Jalen Hurts and have myself an actual QB1. And shit, if you have somebody that's if you got somebody that's better than Stafford and May,
it is.
I'm comfortable.
Look, he say he got Brock Purdy as his other quarterback, and it's a super flex.
Oh, nice.
There it is. Boom, send it. Man. Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts sounds way better than Brock Purdy.
Well, hell yeah.
100%. That's easy money. Top of the good looking Smitty on everything. Smitty stay around this bitch on everything.
Let us know how that works out too if you get that through. You know what I mean?
And then Nelson said, appreciate you guys already subscribe. 100%.
Thank you, Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson, let's go.
You. Oh my mama. Thanks a lot. Said Facts. What side would you rather have, Chase Brown and Higgins or Taylor and Adams in a redraft, half PPR?
Taylor and Adams.
The Taylor and Adams. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor's still getting a lot of work. Doesn't really get involved in the passing game, but it's not like they won't throw in the ball. So, yeah, and they're just alive right now. Higgins is dead right now. Come back to us, Higgins.
No.
It's in a ponytail. I
got almighty to kill him.
It ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand a haircut. I just don't understand it.
Oh my mama.
That's funny.
Hey, we 2 hours in. Let's go ahead and up the morale, man. Let's get something going for my big brother, man. 100%, man. Let's go ahead and do a temperature check on everybody, man, on this motherfucking beautiful Tuesday.
It's your temperature check. You ain't hot, so you hot. You ain't getting your check. I made a lot off the block. How I earned respect. Put in work every day. We had to flirt with that. On the baby side. On the baby side. On the baby side. We funny guys. We moody guys. Let's make this better. On the baby side.
Yes, sir.
I laughed hella hard at the end of that thing because I was listening to the playback, doing some ad libs, right? And I just, yay!
Yay!
It's just funny to me because I'm
Oh
always
my Lomas.
Yay! Talk about it, big bro. We got Flash. Oh, my bad, Flash. Top of the morning, the Flash. She said if you cut that mop, it may help the Jets. Holy shit, they suck.
Definitely not.
Hey, you know what? You should do some ayahuasca.
Nothing's gonna help that dumpster fire, bro. I've been when they won the third game, I was like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they even winning? Like, they go out and get a Devontae Adams for no reason, and then
I mean, they're gearing up for next year, man.
Just pull
I think
the
that's
plug, man. Pull the plug.
They're gonna have Bill Belichick and fucking the evil emperor himself, and with the new empire. Look at that. He's gonna make his with his vet. All the veterans there. He has it all. He has his Adams, his Rodgers. Look at that. Brees Hall. Look at that.
Talk about it.
And they'll say, "Kidda, come back to us. Come back to us."
No, don't do it, kid. Don't you go back to the Chargers.
Oh, definitely not. That's definitely not happening. Hey, I rock the ST. The Chargers do not. They're not ST no.
Hey, we got a mirror in the. I hope I'm saying your name right. We got a mirror in the building. Top of the morning, big bro.
What up?
Amir means king, if I remember.
Top of the morning, king.
Yo, and shout out to them. They're following me over on Twitch, I think, or Twitter. That's how they. I think Twitter, one of those streams. So appreciate you.
Well, the purple is Twitch.
What's happening?
There you go, Twitch.
Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. 100%.
Shout out to Amir.
He said, we got Hurts, Russ, and Tua super flex. Sit Tua.
Yep. Who's the Dolphins got this week? Hurts, I'm playing Russ against the Ravens because they're 28 or worse in the secondary. So we're doing that. Yeah,
Miami and Vegas.
Always play Hurts.
Miami got Vegas at home.
Ooh.
E40 voice.
I still stay with you. We don't. Russ. Now it's like it makes Tua look a little better. You know what? I'm still staying. I'm staying tried and true. Yeah, we're going Russ. Damn, that doesn't sound too good now. Fucking the Raiders, they suck too. But they're not as bad. Listen, ironically though, their secondary is better than the Ravens.
Yeah, it is.
Give me Russ.
Flash said, was glad to see Mike Will made it get a TD from Russ. Steelers, I think, are legit. Them is facts.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Mike Tomlin doesn't play, man.
And the Steelers got the Bengals twice left in the year too. That's good. Yeah, they have them twice.
I'm not just gonna count them as automatic W's, but yeah, it does look good for them because divisions always play each other well, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's for real though, bro. 100%.
I mean, look at last week. As people think that the Bengals are bad just because of their record, they almost beat the Ravens last week. You know what I mean?
100%. But when like you said, they at the bottom of the motherfucking barrel of pass defense. And what's the best thing that the Bengals do is pass the ball. 100%.
Exactly. It was written. And even with a bang, now we got a banged up Najee. He did come back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Which for waivers sake, if Jalen Warren's out there, he's definitely a pickup. But yeah, it's going to be more difficult to run. I mean, I think they're a top 3 run defense. The Ravens, they're a true funnel. So let's take it to the skies with George Pickens, Big Mike Williams, and Freiermuth.
King said, I forgot to say I got Pickens, so even more for a Russ stack. Thanks, fellas.
Come on,
big bro.
Yeah, they like flapjacks. You feel me?
Appreciate you for pulling up on us, big bro. On my mama, we do this shit every day, bro. 100%. Division games are coming. Russ gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
And that Ravens Baltimore game is gonna be a huge one.
That motherfucker, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, how many games behind is the Steelers?
The Steelers,
they're only right.
Steelers already had their bye week too.
So they're like 8-2, 7-2, or some shit like that. They only got 2 losses.
Yeah, because they had their bye week.
Dallas, Dak beat them damn near in overtime or the last play of the game or some shit like that. And I forgot who their other loss is.
All right, Pittsburgh 7-2, Baltimore 7-3. So that game is could flip the whole thing right there.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Lil Pump.
Skitty. I was like, I know that. I was like, how do I know
The
that?
only difference is Baltimore has a
gang.
Baltimore. Let's see, conference record. Yeah, Baltimore's 2-1 in the division, and Pittsburgh hasn't played any division games at all yet.
Really?
That's gonna be my drop.
Yeah, so that's gonna be huge.
Good gang.
Oh, my mama, I'm gonna put that to the soundboard, bro. My bad, lady. That shit was funny there, mom. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man.
Tear down, cocaine. Gucci gang. Hey, when I saw that thing, I was like, look at this kid right here, man. I think it was what then? I was like 10 years ago already. Yeah.
No, Pittsburgh hasn't played any division games at all yet. Baltimore has.
Oh shit.
Baltimore's 2-1 in the division. Pittsburgh is 0-0.
Oh, they backloaded.
Wow, that's insane. So they got the Browns and all them coming up all crazy. Ravens twice.
So that division's wide open now.
Come on, Ravens show. You know what time it is, big bro. 100%. We got Bryce in the building. Top of the morning, Bryce. Bryce said his Javante ass Williams cooked.
Oh hell yeah, he's all but cooked in yesterday's news.
Talk about it. Oh my mama. Then we got Jeff Rogers, top of the morning to you, big bro. He's ROS, BTJR, or Calvin Ridley and Auden or Hawkinson. Who is Amon Ra? No, that ain't Amon Ra, is it?
No.
ROS?
ROS is gonna be
my bad. I said Amon. Bro. BTJR, Calvin Ridley, and Auden or Hawkinson. Rest of the season. Good
rest of the season. Okay, yeah.
Good looking king. That's the old head.
I was like, huh?
That's the old head in me. Oh my mama. Calvin really been showing up, even though it was with Levis on Sunday. The 2 games with Mason Rudolph, he definitely showed up. BTJR is a little bit banged up, but when BTJR is on the field, he does look like he can get loose at any given moment. But you're going to be tied either with Mac Jones or the motherfucking Mayo man. And I might have to go with the Mayo man and Calvin Ridley, 100%. Yeah, rest of the season. Come on now. Hey, I'm an OG, big bro. Like I said, man, that shit is the 3-letter shit. I ain't.
Yeah, I know. I swear I'm too old for all that stuff these days, man. I can't say that.
No, facts. And then with the Hawkinson play and Auden, you know what I mean? I definitely want to have Auden tied to motherfucking Baker 100%. But
isn't Mike Evans coming back soon too?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think he comes back
was that next week?
I think they bye week is this week as well.
Yeah,
but I don't think they'll run away from
Auden
100% because Baker, he's definitely not scared of taking shots 100%. No. And if I don't know what it was for the last 3 weeks with Minnesota, but Peacock did point out once they get out of they scripted plays, the offense lightweight dies down a little bit. You know what I mean? Even though it's only been 2 games with Hawkinson did show up as well. I just would love to stay with Auden on this side of the either or.
Yep.
Rest of the season, all good. Yahoo Threads use ROS all the time. 100%. Nah, you good, big bro. No, that's my fault. Like I said, I'm the old head though. Oh my mama. Facts. Let's see what else we got. Any other wire picks you guys like this week?
Let's see. I think you basically went over everything for week 11. Let's see. We went over running backs. We did receivers.
Did Mike Evans did he pop up on any other news this morning, big bro? Because they are.
I didn't see anything, to be honest with you.
Is that right? We might know a little bit something. Well, probably not until
we mentioned Trey Benson, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't think we did, bro.
What about Gus Edwards? He's back off the IR.
Did he get any work last week?
He got carries. Yeah, he did get carries. He's 17% owned on Yahoo. And Cam Akers is 14% owned. Trey Benson's 18% owned.
Yeah, I like that Trey Benson pickup, big
What
bro.
about Ricky Pearsall?
Yeah, I think we did cover Ricky, and it was Ricky and MVS as the top wide receivers.
What about Alex Pierce?
Now, Alex Pierce, he did him and fucking AD Mitchell popped up on the wide receiver plays last week. 100%. So, with the fucking who was that? Michael Pittman.
Will Disley's being used quite a bit by Justin Herbert lately.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he has been being used in the red zone. Probably in the red zone, he has been being used quite a bit. So he's seeing targets mainly in the red zone. Will Disley is. So Disley.
Yeah. What did Michael Pittman pop up in the news report?
I didn't know. I haven't seen any much about Pittman lately, to be honest.
Oh, excuse me. Tino said, "All right, I'm back. Kid to school, had tacos for the parents. That shit was fire as fuck." That's right, big bro. 100%. It's that time of year. If there's nothing to target on the waiver wire, pick up all the handcuffs. That's game right there. You won't estimate everywhere this week. Then we got Texas Red in the building. Top of the morning to you, Texas Red. Trade Kareem Hunt for Purdy. I already have Pacheco and really need a quarterback. Yeah, if bruh is willing to accept that right now, man, run that shit, bro. You ahead of the game on trading him, bruh. 100%. Walt Disney, 3 out of the last 4 weeks, at least 6 targets. There you go, Lee.
Yeah. Hey, I'm actually gonna send you something in the thread. Maybe you can put. Hold on.
Top of the morning, big bro. You know what it is, for sure. Oh my God.
This is wide receivers and running backs.
He said he's playing right now too, 100%. Hey, for sure. Hopefully, you just send him a little reminder, tag him if it's on Sleeper. Just tag him and be like, inbox or just pointing up or the eye emoji or something.
JD, I sent something to the thread. Let me know if you get it because my Wi-Fi's been acting up this morning.
I'm gonna go look right now.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, good afternoon, Emil. What's going on, big bro? Hopefully your day going by fast. 100%.
It's basically a breakdown of week 10 of what everyone was getting at the running back, wide receiver, and tight end position.
Oh no, you got me. You sent the wrong one. Oh wait.
It should be 2 pictures.
Yeah, no, that ain't it.
Didn't get it yet. See your person then. Hold on.
Send it to my other shit.
No, send it to here.
Yeah, because
I sent it to you personally. Let me know if you get it.
Yeah, the one you gave me. There it go.
Did you get it personally?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Running back snap rates. And then we got wide receiver and tight end routes run percentage on my mama.
Yeah.
Facts. Good looking, big bro.
It's weird how I could send it to you, but not the thread.
Let me see. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna save it.
My bad. Had to get the little man ready for the kindergarten thing.
Come on now.
Yeah, he good to go
with the day off yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my mom.
He woke up crazy early this morning too. I was like, bro, you gotta go to school till like 11. Relax. Go back to sleep. But you know what though? I like that he's getting up early because then you can go to sleep early with your ass. You know what I mean?
Stay on that schedule.
Shit.
Well, my mama stay on that schedule.
Mm-hmm.
My bad, y'all. Emil said someone is offering me Josh Jacobs for my Devontae Smith. What's your thoughts?
I would do it if I need running back. Yeah, I like that a lot actually.
And he said it's redraft.
Yeah, I like that a lot. People are down on Josh Jacobs right now. He still gets all the work. You know what I mean? And even if they do sprinkle in little Manuel Wilson or Willis, I always fuck his name up. Whatever. Emmanuel Lewis. What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, every time.
Every time. Yeah, I'm doing that because with Goddard and when Goddard and Smith is healthy, like look at Smith and what did he do? Nothing last week because Goddard is back. And they tend to vulture each other. I'm not saying Yeah, and God made dirt, and dirt doesn't hurt, but apparently does for Smith last week. You feel me?
Lee, Minnesota DN said, did you make an offer?
Yeah, I'm actually going back and forth right now.
That's right, big bro.
We're going back and forth. We just counted them.
Talk about it.
Yep.
Well, I'm hella nosy. What is it?
I'm
hella nosy.
I'll tell you privately.
Is it the one with the media room, big bro?
Yes, it is. That's the one. Hey, we're right now. I'm going back and forth right now.
That's right, big bro. Oh,
he's trying to get him a McConkey. Hey, you know what? It's funny because Dennis, he's always been sharp. You know what I mean? He knows one of the old school moves: attack the heart.
Yeah, he's attacking the colors.
He's the Chargers fan. I got McConkey for you.
Well, I told him. Did you hear what he wants?
No, he was trying to lay it on us. Come on, I'm nosy.
Yeah, he wants Mr. Kelsey from me.
Oh, I'm trying to win now.
He wants the old man. Well, I'm in the same shoes. I'm an old man too. So what the fuck?
One of my dynasty leagues, somebody offered me Debo, King Henry, Kelsey, and something else. And I had to give up BTJR. Damn, who else was it? I forgot. But I had to give up BTJR, Brock Bowers, early. It's going to be like a top 3 second-round pick next year and a 26 first to net all those players back.
Here's the thing. If I'm him and I'm selling the McConkey, I'm demanding more than just Kelsey because in Dynasty, this is what you're supposed to do.
Don't give Dennis any ideas, will you?
He has the younger player. He should demand more. This is what it is. Listen, I think you let him off easy with the Mac Jones. I took my hat off.
I know you did, but I was in the middle of a transaction. I couldn't. I'm like doing multiple things at once. You know me. I'm always get confused.
There it is, Dennis. Run him around in all kind of circles, right? And then
Dennis said, I always told Dennis, if there's another deal, he owes me big time.
See, there is no O's and debts in fantasy.
I know.
It just doesn't work like that.
I know.
Peacock said he's gonna go grab some lunch real fast.
He caught my ass pause at the wrong time.
I'm about to walk my little man out real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. Big
JD, we're going back and forth right now.
I see. He said get something for Kelsey while you can.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back and forth right now. It's crazy. My texts are blowing up, and she's like, I'm like, now the wife wants to see it one more time, and she's like, then we can make a decision right there and then. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm ready to lay it down right now and go, boom, boom. That's my room.
That's my room right there. You could have a she cave, the woman cave, and let me have that joint.
Oh, I got all this stuff I'm gonna deck it out with my fucking jerseys. Oh God, I can rack. I bring out from the storage. It's gonna be held. Oh, it's gonna look.
That's good. Right. That's what's up, big bro. Oh, everything. Facts.
No.
Congrats, big bro. Oh my.
No, but I won't lie to you. It is a stressful thing. I slept last night like a baby. The whole week took it. The whole week, all that stress. I was like, I put my head on the pillow and see ya.
100%.
I told her to wake me up for the game. You couldn't even wake my ass up.
Yeah. Night time. It was night time. For sure.
Lee was 6 sheets to the and if it's the Chargers game, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Well, I got 2 primetime games this next 2 weeks, so I don't care. I'm doing everything.
That's big on everything. Facts. You talked about it getting flex, I think, last week.
Yeah. So we got the Sunday night game against the Bengals. Then the week after, we got the Chargers and we got the Ravens.
Oh, my mama, 100%.
So, and if we actually, I'm not gonna lie, I think we can beat the Bengals. But if we play the Ravens, it's going to be a tough game. That's going to be our tough game. But if we beat the Ravens, I don't think we are, but I hope. But we can say we're legit contenders for that for a playoffs, going someplace.
100%.
And I'm not going to lie, I did not expect. Now I know this is Jim Harbaugh. I didn't expect already multiplying last year's win total and possibly doing a lot more.
100%.
You know, KC's rolling. Imagine if KC wasn't rolling, we could own that division this year.
Oh man, well,
So look at it. It might not be this year, but next year we can knock on the door.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I agree with you.
That's how I look at it right now. The glass is half empty, but next year it's a possibility.
Yeah, but Mahomes ain't going nowhere though.
But Mahomes is not playing Mahomes level.
They don't need him to right now.
Exactly. But if you look at how he's playing, he's not playing the Mahomes. Even with all the injuries, he's still not playing the Mahomes.
Yeah.
But they're getting so lucky to win. It's crazy. If it's the Zebras or it's something else, I don't know what they're going to say about it. I don't know. I swear Mahomes must have a lucky little thing on his head. Did you see what he said last week on the hot mic? He got caught saying, tell me if the what is it? Oh God!
Tell me.
He told the referee to tell me if the left tackle was close to me. Come on now, what a little bitch! Pause.
Every day, no facts. Cold peace. Oh, every day he gets he gets the Magic Mahomes treatment. He's the face of the league. He's the face of the shield. 100%. Den said that's why he smashed the accept real fast. There goes Bakes right there. I'm going to send a trade to Dennis for the McConkster, and then Bakes. Dennis said, "Bakes must be watching the show." Chick-fil-A for the win, 100%. He said he's trying.
Man, he's trying to get the lad. I see that, Dennis.
You better hurry up, Lee.
Yeah. I gotta.
We got Smitty back in the building. He said he did accept the trade. Would you trade Stafford or May away? I was thinking about offering Stafford for Ramondre for Cook. Oh, Stafford and Ramondre for Cook and Myers. Oh, didn't. He said he didn't. Excuse me.
Oh,
he didn't accept the trade.
Cook and I mean, so he's trying to cash out on one of his QBs. I would try to cash out on May. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, like they suck. You know what I mean? Like it's fun to have like a running QB and everything, but Stafford's gonna actually put up some points here. Last night's the outlier. You know what I mean? Stafford shreds. I would probably try to send for the Stevenson and Myers. I'm okay. Yeah, send May. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure most people are gonna view May, especially with the just recency bias of Stafford last night. They're gonna be like, "Oh, May's the shit, man. He's running all over the place." You know what I mean?
So Drake May and Ramondre and for Cook and Myers.
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather have James Cook for sure. And I'm pretty sure it's not a QB premium. It is a super flex, but if it's not a QB premium, yeah, I'm with that.
Oh my mama. Mahomes cracking at the officials on everything. Croaking at the officials. Excuse me. Mahomes croaking at the officials.
When does he not croak at the officials? I swear they're his best friend.
Like, okay, those officials that be on the line, right? You know, a lot of times they'll tell a receiver if he's lined up out of the thing. You know what I mean? If he's offsides, they'll be like, "Hey, bro," you know what I mean?
Bogey, did you see the hot take that he got Mahomes got caught on a hot?
Yeah,
mic?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
See,
that's some crazy
he's
shit.
Royalty at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the referees don't have to, but a lot of times they do, though. They'll tell a motherfucker, like I just said with the receivers, like if there's a receiver lined up offsides, a lot of times the referee be like, "Hey, bro," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of time, you know, I'm not saying they do it every time, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not, it wasn't that out of this world.
No.
Mahomes would be like, I mean, Brady's do the same shit all the time. And when you're the royalty, you're going to get your calls. I mean, Steph Curry, it took him until he started winning for real.
Yep.
It's all his calls. You know what I mean?
Yep. You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean? You got to earn your keep. And then you just, once you're the face of a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like JD just said, he's the face of the goddamn NFL for real. Fuck him.
Well, yeah, well.
Yeah. But okay, it is that time. Did we get any practice reports yet?
Let me take a peek.
We should have all the East Coasters at least. You know what I mean?
Let me take a peek right now.
I guess week 10 was actually the safest week. We didn't
it was.
We didn't have any deaths.
All right. The only what came out so far is the Ravens. Kyle Hamilton's ankle and Isaiah Likely will not have practice today.
Yeah, I think we might be without Kyle Hamilton again for a week.
Yeah. The Panthers activated Adam Thielen off the IR.
Right.
Nothing. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing else has come in recently. Just B-Rob will practice today, and that's about it.
Thank God. I need you back, B-Rob.
Yep.
Hey, I kind of feel like that's why they kept him out, because they got the short week against the Eagles. Even though it's a bad matchup, I'm still going to have to roll out the B-Rob in some spots here, man.
What's your game of the week for you, Bogey?
Chiefs Bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's always a fun one. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a fun one. We got 3 good games this week, so it's
I'm looking forward to that Ravens Steelers too.
Oh, that should be a
because I think that's for the division lead at the.
That'll be it.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be because the Ravens have. Oh, the Ravens lost to the Browns.
The Ravens have had 4 games in the division already, and the Steelers have not. So it's gonna be
So the Ravens will still be technically winning the division, but they definitely lost to the Browns, and they beat the Bengals. Who else did they play in their division? They didn't play the Browns twice, did they?
No, I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Shout out to Alex Flores. Top of the morning to you, Alex. He says, should I trade Higgins and Josh Jacobs for Jettis?
Yes. We always trade for Jettis.
Talk about it.
And Higgins is like the throw-in. If you could pull that off, stand up and take a bow.
Let us know if you.
Yeah, let us know how that works out, because we definitely always trying to trade for Jefferson.
Yeah, I told her.
Then we got Peacock said, I'm a ref. I ain't helping anybody. I just tell the NFL I can't ref against any Texans games. Oh my mama.
All the flags.
Aiden said he got a trade request. Should I trade Gibbs and Josh Downs for Tyreek and Chase Brown?
I'm with it. He said, "Oh, well, see, I do like I think Gibbs is technically. You know what? I still think Tyreek's the best player in that deal. Is that crazy?
I
think, but
I don't
see,
know.
He hasn't been producing like it. So
right, because I got him.
Gibbs side.
Yeah, I got that motherfucker in the SBI, bro, and this shit is hurting, bro. I lost by 6 points last night, and this motherfucker does 16 yards with 1 tut. Like, bro, if you could have just did a little bit more, you could have got me them 7 points. That would have got me over the hump on the Monday Night Miracle, man. This Tyreek shit, man, is really starting to piss me off. And the trade deadline over with in that league, everything.
You ain't lying.
And Josh Downs, I don't think Josh Downs scored this week, but Josh Downs is one of what's the quarterback name? Flacco's guys, man. I don't know, bro. I kind of like the Gibbs and the Josh Downs side, even though I do love Chase Brown going forward. Pause, and then Tyreek can bounce back any game. You know what I mean? You can get that big boom 180-yard game with a tutty or two.
That's 100%. That's against Oakland this week, huh?
Come on now, for sure. What they got? They got the Raiders at home, I think.
Yeah, I still like Gibbs the rest of the way. He's still gonna have a Chase Brown bye week coming up next week, I think it is. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
100%.
I think I'm okay with the Gibbs side.
Facts. Slightly. Oh my mama. Emil said Pacheco designated to return off IR. Let's get it.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? We should expect him to come back maybe week 12. Shit, they might even throw for the bamboozlement, and then all of a sudden he's active for this game. That would be fucking awesome.
100%.
That's wishful thinking.
Smitty said, "Are you sure you would trade May over Stafford? Look at Stafford's schedule. May is the whole offense."
Yeah, but it's I guess because if it's not a QB premium, then May with the rushing. But man, Stafford got all the weapons, bro, and they're trying to fight for the division. So I'd rather, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I like that point right there.
I'd rather have someone who's gonna fight to the end than, you know what I mean? I mean, Drake May, he could get a boo-boo and they'd be like, it's okay, kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Tino asked him if that's a single quarterback league.
It's a super flex. So that's why it matters. You
know he did state that it was on everything.
Yeah, because he if I remember correctly, he has the May Stafford Purdy pack.
Right.
I'm rocking with Purdy and Staffy the rest of the way. Also, I'm just kind of a vagina in that sense where, like, if I could sell high on the Russian QBs, if it's not Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts, or even in this case, Jaden Daniels kind of worked himself in that conversation, I really don't want the Russian QBs for safety wise. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make a push. I don't want them dying on me and shit. Otherwise, I usually tend to carry 3 QBs if I have one that's mobile. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Yeah, for real. Super flex, man. It sucks when if your motherfucker goes down. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah,
Peacock said, I want in my home league because the guy in first place thought Nico is coming back and he left him in his lineup. Everyone on his bench also went off. The luck finally turned in my favor. Facts, big bro. We gonna take that shit any way it come. Pause.
You got to tell him, damn, man, this is why you got to tune in the H-Town huddle, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
You got to let him know. It wouldn't happen if you tuned in the H-Town huddle. You would have been
Tino said, I wouldn't trade a QB in a super flex league.
I mean, he has 3, so he's trying to cash out on one to strengthen some skill spots. I'm all about that. But I'm usually going to sell on the in this case, Drake May. I'll sell on him because it's just a bad offense. You know what I mean? I get it, though. He's the whole offense. Sean McVay, though, man. You know what I mean? Like, Stafford, he still went yard last night, right? Just couldn't hit pay dirt.
Bryce said, drop 1, Noah Brown or Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. Noah Brown's had at least 6 targets in 3 out of the last 4. I think it was 4 out of the last 6, something like that.
And then
8 targets.
What was Mike Will was only 1 catch, one target, 1 catch, 32 yards, game winner, over with.
And I love how the announcer was like, it was a classic Russ Rainbow. And I'm like, yes, make that a thing. The Russ Rainbow. He's the king of the rainbow, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at the Noah Brown. 100%. I was able to pick up Mike Williams in the league off the I didn't have to put in shit for him. I just threw a dart throw at him, I think Sunday morning or maybe Saturday when somebody was ruled out on my team.
I mean, it's a good matchup right here to throw him in a fringe flex spot here for real, because I mean it's the Ravens. So and Mike Williams on he was there for like 4 days. He caught a touchdown. So it's all right.
Facts.
George Pickens definitely going to draw a lot of the attention as usual. He's a highlight reel in the making. So, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he'll be all right this week as well. Like, Brett is in a good spot here.
No, they missed facts. They said that Mike Williams took a shot at Aaron Rodgers after the game and said something about the red line. You remember how Rodgers said he was supposed to run the red line in the Jets game where he slipped or some shit like that? Mike Williams slipped.
Then he pegged Mike Williams right in the coxie. The plays later. Hey, Aaron Rodgers is a spiteful motherfucker. I like it. He's like, I'm that good. He's like, I'm that good. I can drop it on a dime. You just need to catch it. You know what? This is how good I am. Bink, right in his cock.
Facts. Hey, Smitty said he quarterback rich in a super flex. He got 4 quarterbacks. He got Flacco as well.
I'm trying to do. I'm looking at who's quarterback needy, and I'm taking Flacco to them too and doing a 1-for-1. I go to whoever had the AR-15 guy. He reached up high to draft him, so he's probably wounded. You know what I'm saying? And then with the Drake May, if I can flip Drake May into something, you know what I mean? I'm not even trying to come off no Stevenson either. I'm looking for 1-for-1s. I'm always gonna look for that if I'm the guy that's selling the QB. Like, I feel like I could demand that in the super flex. You know what I mean? One thing that sucks is when you have a plethora of like that. If I'm on the other side, I'd be like, you can't leverage me, bro, because you got all them QBs. You know what I mean? It's like, you're gonna have to come off of it for cheap. At least that's how I would approach it if I was on the other side. But if I'm the seller, he's doing it right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and quarterback rich, get it now before that trade deadline. You know what I mean?
It's facts. Ain't no need to hold no faux quarterbacks on your motherfucking roster.
Nope.
Get a player while you can.
Yeah, if I could flip 2 of them for some skill guys, that you know what I mean, let's fucking go.
I got a few rosters with 4 quarterbacks, and I probably can just wheel them out.
Tino said that's the golden ticket, bro. You can get 2 for 3 starters. Them is facts. And then Smitty said Flacco and Ramondre for Cook.
I'll do it. I might even start. You see, and that's being nice. Let's do that. I bet you can get that right out the gate. You know what I mean? I usually try to start in steps where I'd be like, Here's Drake May. Let me see if I can get Cook straight up. Then they go, no, hell no. And I go, oh, you know what? Let me sweeten the deal. Here's Stevenson too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, lock it up. They have their bye week. Get them the rest of the way. Whatever. You know what I mean? Do whatever you have to do to sell it. But yeah, I'm going after James Cook.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. My team is Purdy, Flacco, Stafford, May. Wide receivers is Drizzy Drake, Jennings, Tank Dell, Mike Evans. Running backs is Monty, Chase Brown, Rahamador, J.P. Mason. Tight ends is Gesicki, Hawkinson. Who should I go after, or should I stay, or should I go?
Receiver. I'm trying to upgrade that receiver for sure. Maybe I could package up Tank and yeah, see, instead of going after James Cook, maybe I'm going. Well, I do want to go after James Cook too, but you got to go after the receiver here.
And it gets Mike Evans coming back as well. So the Drizzy Drake, Mike Evans, and Jawan ain't too bad if he can manage to get.
I think we get Mike Evans.
Got to remember we get Nico back, so we don't know exactly what Tank gonna be with Nico though.
See, yeah, that's I'm trying to package up Tank right now and see if I can net me. If I can net me a McLaurin, a DK. That's the range I'm targeting. You know what I mean? DJ Moore, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? I want to strengthen that receiver because he should not have Mike Evans until week 13 after their bye week. That's how I think it's going to go.
I think they on the bye week this week.
Are they? The Tampa Bay?
Yeah, Tampa Bay's on the bye week this week. He come back next week.
Okay, word. Okay, yeah.
That's why.
Oh, shit. I didn't know they had a bye week this week. I thought it was on the week 12. Okay, word.
Oh, my mama. Yeah, I'm not too mad at the wide receiver room after this week. 100%. And Monty and Chase Brown. I love Chase Brown going forward.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he might be all right. But if I could still get me a McLaurin, if I can go from Tank to McLaurin somehow.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at that for sure. Yeah. You miss facts. Top of the morning, Two-Bot. Hi, guys. Just been offered the trade below. Have PPR, and my running back situation is a bit bleak, but very torn. I'm A side, Jefferson plus Higgins, or B, Gibbs plus Flowers.
I'm just going to go to Jefferson side.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm like, Jefferson's going to put up the same amount as those other two guys combined on the regular. Like, is that crazy?
Yeah, we got to find a way to get him a running back, though, because he, like you said,
the Higgins thing is not going to help you there.
No.
He might be able to get Gibbs and Flowers just for Jefferson by itself. You know what I mean? But you just don't want to. What's your record, big bro?
Yeah,
are you outside of the playoff race? And let us know maybe what your other wide receivers is, because we might be able to get you, a solid PPR running back to help you feel instead of getting rid of Jefferson 100%, because you might not want to get rid of him, bro.
Yeah, and if you get news that like Higgins is practicing or something this week.
No, he's day to day. He wasn't practicing at all today.
Okay, that's not good news. I was gonna say, because there's like zero value as it stands right now when you throw in Higgins there, right? It's kind of just
and what, like you said earlier, what's Higgins' rush? He's already, you know what I mean?
Are you gonna get the fully guaguaranteed woo wop under the tag? So
of course they want to be out there for sure. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think no matter if here's the thing, when he was out there before the trade deadline, they were trying to get him the ball. They were trying to move him so bad.
Showcase his motherfucking ass, huh?
Yeah, but it's past the trade deadline now, so he's cool. And go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just finna go what Tino said. Shop both QBs for RB and wide receiver straight up. Best you can get. And bet I can guess it. LOL 6-4 and he's in the playoffs. Let us know, Two-Bot.
Yeah, then I still I want to try to hold on to Jefferson as much as possible and see if other ways I can try to acquire a running back. Maybe I even wait till after this waiver wire cycle and see if I can get me like an Estime or something. You know what I mean? 100%. Go ahead and put Estime in your priority. Aldrich
Benson too.
Not to be confused with any other estimates.
Yeah, I like Trey Benson for sure as a wire pickup in the running back spot for sure.
Yeah. Stash him, right? Because they are on the bye week. Damn, I didn't know Tampa's on the bye week this week. Okay, I got to make the moves.
And I want to say Where is it at? We got Connor and what's my boy's name? I just said Connor and Trey Benson both popped up as top 36 plays last week. Trey Benson 10 for 62, 6.2 yards per carry, 2 targets, 2 receptions for 25 yards. He didn't score last week. He did score. So yeah, they're starting to throw his ass in there, bro.
Mm-hmm. I hate the Cardinals.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Welcome.
Oh my mama.
They're just sneakily winning it right now.
100%. Oh, here you go, right here. Hey, top of the morning, T Money.
What's up, hey buddy?
Yes, sir. And then Toby said, "Yep, maybe."
Take.
So we might have a league mate in here. He said, "Yep, maybe TMI here, but my wide receivers at the moment are Debo, JJ, Higgins, Dubs, Odunze, and Worthy. My running backs are ETN, Swift, Chubb, Charbonnet. Yikes, record is 3-7.
Each.
Is a sad 3-7.
Yeah.
So I see why he's trying to get rid of Jettiston.
Okay.
So we gotta get some depth here.
If we can get the Jettis for the 2-for-1. That's what you do here. You know what I mean? If he wants Higgins, fuck it, throw him in there. Because Higgins ain't helping you right now anyway. Because right now the focus is week to week, we got to manufacture a W here. Just to stave off mathematical elimination, because that dreaded 8th loss in a 14-week season is not usually. It's usually the official mathematical elimination. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, unless miraculously there's a bunch of other 3-7 teams somehow. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm with it though. That changes the whole perspective here. I would flip Jettis for those 2 usable guys.
100%. Yeah, you might not even have to give up Higgins. 100%. Gibbs and Flowers.
Yeah, and then maybe you could shop Higgins separate after that. You know what I mean? Maybe go 1-for-1 and see if you can get some kind of, maybe get a Brian Robinson or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Fucking let's see. Team Money said, I fucking lost with the Chase and Burrow stack. Had 173. My opponent had 178. Got that last Amon-Ra TD. Whoa.
Damn.
What's even crazier is we scored the 2 highest in our league. Nobody else crossed 100 points. Shit is lame as fuck.
Just happened to play to it, man. The fantasy gods are cruel. That's why. Welcome to fantasy, bro. That's the WROE, by the way. The fantasy wide range of emotions. We all live on fantasy, bro.
Facts. And then T Money said, but should I trade Bucky, Irvin, and Kincaid for Waddle and Kyron right now?
If I can do that, I'm doing that.
I would do that if you could do it. Yeah.
Kyron, the best player in that deal, right? Was it Kincaid and who he was giving up?
Bucky.
Yeah, I want the Kyron side. And like, it's going to be a tough sell because Kincaid is hurt. But yes, I like the angle. Let's go.
And we appreciate you, Toa. Good looking, man, for pulling up on us, man, and finding us on Twitch, big bro. We appreciate you. We do this shit every day, big bro. So hopefully, you know what I mean, when you want to get a fantasy football fix, you come fuck with us, big bro, 100%.
Let's go.
Oh, my mama. And we got a football giveaway of a Trey McBride autograph football, man. We do got a giveaway on everything. If you can go find us on YouTube and show us that you subscribe to us on YouTube, man, it gives you an entry to get a Trey McBride autograph, Trey McBride football, big bro.
And then follow on Instagram and on Instagram also, right?
I don't want to get my hand, put my fingerprints on it. Look at that thing. Look at that. Ugh. Beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. I seen Trey McBride sign it.
Come on now.
Witnessed it.
And then I read T Money shit wrong. He said, but should I trade Irvin, Kincaid, and Waddle for Kyron? My bad, big bro.
Well, that's a lot. That's a lot to give up for just Kyron.
I mean, if you're secure with your tight end situation, then I feel like Kyron, because Kincaid ain't gonna do nothing for you right now.
Yeah, Buck. Buck is getting the carries. Buck is scoring. I don't know if he scored last week, but Buck, look, bro, 100%. We in love with the game, not the name. Sometime, and Buck it might not be going nowhere, bro. 100%. Where was he at? Rashad and Buck is Rashad was the 5th running back, and where's Buck at? And Buck was the 7th running back. So we had Buck 13 for 73 with 3 and 13, and he did score 100%. And then Rashad 10 for 31, 3.1 yards per carry, but 6 receptions, 7 targets, 39 yards, and one TD. So yeah, Buck ain't going nowhere, y'all.
Yeah, and Rachaad White is definitely that third down back for real. And with no Chris Godwin, they're utilizing both running backs in the passing game a lot. So we've seen that ever since Chris Godwin went away. It definitely divvied up between, and even when Mike Evans gone, it definitely divvied up between the running backs and Cade Otton. So I'm okay with it. But like I said, like if he's in a win now, right,
yeah,
to get the Kyren thing, I mean.
Yeah, and that's not. And I'm definitely not trying to say not trade for Kyren for sure. I just want to
get one more piece.
Bucky is a guy right now, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Team Money said his team is. Oh, my bad, bro.
No, I just say if we can get one more piece in there with Kyren, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree with you, Bogey.
No, for sure, because he says his team is Burrow, hitter, Gibbs, hitter, Josh Jacobs, CD, Chase, Njoku, Myers, DK, Hawkinson, James Xavier Worthy, 100%, Waddell doing the Penguin, and then we got Buck. And he's in 3rd place, he says. So he got to win.
If you can net to a Kyren, cool. Just see if you get throwing another piece. If not, you're in good shape here.
Them is facts, Team Money. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Team Money. He stay pulling up on us on everything.
And I would definitely have Hawkinson in there over Njoku, and I'll probably start shopping Njoku around too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Teams is tight end thirsty.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's probably about 8-9 teams in your league that suck at tight end. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama. Yeah. Smitty said update for us. Flacco, Ramondre, and Tank Dell for Cook and Myers.
Yep. I don't like the Tank Dell part, kind of. Yeah, because then he's going to go from Tank to Myers, which is Myers.
I like Myers a lot, bro. Myers is going to even though we don't know what's coming out of here this week with the Ritter.
Getting the James Cook. I like it. Let's do it.
Is it Ritter for sure this week, or are they firing up Minshew Mania?
I haven't seen anything, to be honest with you. Shit.
Yeah, they're playing. They're in the East Coast this week, so they should
in Miami.
Might have a practice report. Maybe Lee go peep the Raiders practice report.
Go take a look.
Yeah, Team Money.
I'm tapped still.
I think so. Even with Hawk coming off that injury, I think Njoku has a better playoff schedule. We could pull that up for you too, big bro.
I'm not mad at it. I just think with so many weapons around with Jefferson and Addison and all that, you know what I mean? And then Safe Space Sam still being Safe Space Sam. Like we you know, even before that, it was the Josh Oliver experiment. Like they're going to throw it at the tight end. So I don't care about the schedule really.
Haven't seen anything for the Raiders just yet.
The last 3 games for the Browns is home versus KC, which is a smash for Njoku. Then they're on the road at Cincinnati, which Cincinnati is giving up Winchell's to the tight end. And then you got Miami on the road, who's not too favorable at the tight end position of giving up points. So I understand what he's talking about with the Njoku.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, you know, all the more reason to sell high on them. If I can do a 1-for-1,
let me share it.
People are so needy with tight end. I might be able to get a 1-for-1. You know, like go get a receiver or go get a running back. You know what I mean? Just can't really get too greedy, right? Like if I can go get a Brian Robinson straight up for Njoku, I might do that if I need running back depth. You know what I mean?
See, here it go right here. If y'all can see it on the screen, last 3, KC, Cincinnati, and Miami. Right here. I hope I highlight it.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, you good, big bro. Oh, my mama. 100%. Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from, T-Money, with the Njoku shit, 100%. Or Cook and Adams. What was it? Flacco and or Cook and Adams. Oh yeah, he's trying to give you Adams instead of Myers. How do you feel about
Yeah, I'll do that. Give me Adams instead of Myers.
There it is. There.
100%. I don't have to deal with the because we need it to be the Ginsu. I don't trust if it's Desmond Ritter.
Right. And then he also said because I think he'll counter with the Drake May.
I'm still with that because that kind of goes back to the original thing we were going after James Cook to begin with, right? So it goes back to Drake May, Stevenson, and then I guess the Tank. This is where if someone counters you, then you take out Tank. He's like, okay, give me Adams and Cook. Here's May and Stevenson, right? I'll do that. If I have to throw in Tank, fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'd rather have Adams as my third than Tank at this point. You know what I mean?
There it is. There. Team Money said, I'm in first by 40 in my best ball league. First pays $30K, but I ain't gotta make it through I gotta make it through the offs. Oh my mama, man. Hey, salute, big bro.
Yeah, man. Good luck, man. Get that. That's a big bag. We're rooting for you.
100%, G.
That's a 30 whopper right there.
Looking good right now. Facts. You showing the hell is, big bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, and stay the course. You feel me? Like he said, I like it because he's just stating facts. He's like, listen, I'm in the lead. I just gotta thug it out. You feel me?
Come on now.
And best ball, it's all in the hands of the fantasy gods, right? You drafted it, you just let it. You just
let it go.
Just let it go and let it happen. Exactly.
Let go and let God take the wheel, like they say, man.
Yeah, man.
So everything. Miss facts. We are approaching 3 hours, man. 100%. We appreciate y'all for pulling up on us on this motherfucking beautiful Tuesday morning, man. Rocking with us. 100%.
Yeah, if we got some more questions, go ahead and throw it in the chat. If not, we can close this one down in a few.
Yep.
Yeah, we booming. We got 1,500 motherfuckers in here, man. I hope we got 1,500 likes. Everybody that's up in here, wherever you at, please, if you can, throw that motherfucking thumb up, please. 100%. We appreciate y'all for rocking.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. And since we'll wait for some more stuff in the chat, let's go ahead and fire up another Bogart original. Let's see somebody. Yes, you know what? Let's do a nice playmakers. That way, y'all know you're rocking with the playmakers here on the gym.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's our time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is the topic. Win, win, win. It's the only
Win, win, win.
It's the only
option. Come on now.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Wise Man If, and shout out to Kid. Kid produced that. That's Wise Man's little brother.
Shout out to Brad, man.
Yeah, man, bro. He's making some slaps.
Let's do it, man.
Eureka.
Oh, my mama, we are the playmakers, baby.
Come on, man. That should be. Hey, listen, man. That's the way of life, right? We make plays every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker is picking up and dropping his kids off to school, he's making a play.
Come on
You
now.
know what I'm saying? We playmakers of all kinds. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts. Make it happen, man.
Yeah, baby. Got to.
Especially in the clutch. That's what playmakers do. They show up in the clutch, man, when it's needed, man.
They got real moxie.
Come on now. Standing on your 10 toes, man.
Man.
Oh, now.
I need so like I need so much Pacheco back, bro. Like I'm like, okay, just make it back to me in time. Even if you're
coming back.
And you know, somebody asked me the other day, like, well, when he comes back, did they just give him it all, bro? I'm like, fuck yeah. Or they don't bring him back. And Matt Nagy, no matter whenever it's Matt Nagy, he want to feed one guy, bro. When he had Kareem Hunt back in 2017, they just feeding Kareem Hunt. Then he goes to the Bears. He just feeding Jordan Howard. Then he was just feeding David Montgomery. Then he goes back to the Chiefs, right? Just feeding fucking. You know what I mean? So listen, man, we need you back, Pacheco.
Top of the morning, Cuzzo Kev. We make plays every day.
Man, shout out to Kev. You know Kev's out there making a play right now.
Facts. Top of the morning, Cuzzo.
Shout out to Cuzzo.
Oh, my mama, man. He know exactly what we talking about, making plays every day.
Come on. Hey, I remember Kev used to call me. I think, hello? We making plays every day. You weren't the only one. Hey, that shit. You know what's funny is that for the longest, I didn't figure out too, because you could make a little like when you publish something, like that song's published, but I published it. I published the whole album set of individual songs on that one in particular. So when we use it, we don't get flagged for it. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't get flagged. Yeah, like I remember I had this one song for the intro, the Cheers joint on that other channel that I was rocking with.
Yeah, Peacock played it the other day. That was my first time seeing it when Peacock played it.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama.
But the moment that I published that song, because it was a single, boom, we was getting flagged like crazy. I was like, it's not like I can tell YouTube, hey, you know that's my shit. I'm pretty sure there's a way, actually, maybe. Yeah,
YouTube, why you be hating?
For my own shit, though. I'm a published artist, goddammit. I'm going publishing.
Well, Cuzzo said he at work right now on break time, man. He is the motherfucking boss, man. Break every hour.
Hey, fellas, I got a jet. I will send you the practice reports.
Appreciate you, Lee. He's going right back to the streets.
All right, man. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, Lee.
All right,
in the streets. Lee Scheffner. He's the other Scheffner brother they don't talk about.
Oh, my mama, facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he actually might be older than the Chefs. Is the Chefs that old? No,
he looked like he in his 40s or something.
He might be like 46, 47. Yeah, that puts him around the same age.
Wifey got groceries outside. I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
Be right back.
A lot of my leagues, they're just teetering, man. Teetering. 6 and 4s, they don't feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Then I'm just outright dead in the SBI as usual. I just suck in that league every year. And shout out to Cuzzo Kev. He actually warned me in the beginning. He's like, you're the commissioner curse. I don't even believe in it, but in that league, it's true. Actually, Spencer won it one time as the commissioner. Either way, I fucking suck in that league. I always draft well. They all die. I think I have Dak in that one too. Dead. Actually, I might not have Dak in there. Either way, I have a lot of Dak this year. Dead. CMC too. Right before that whole shit hit the fan, I was telling the motherfuckers, trade away CeeDee Lamb. Sell high. I hate when I'm right. Fucking hate Prescott. And for people that don't know, my daughter, she always called me daddy, my 3-year-old. And then she started calling me dad like everybody else, like her other siblings. But she calls me Dak instead of dad. And it annoys the fuck out of me. It was cute for a while, and then Dak dies, and that's just a reminder every time she's Dak. Good morning, Dak. Even a night. Good night, Doc. It's Dad. The pain. One of them ones, man. 10 weeks in, it's been a bloody war, and we're not done yet. This is the time of year too, man. We're going into this is the bipocalypse right here. Damn, still got a bunch of week 14 buys coming up too. You gotta thug it out. It's to the max now. I gotta start making some shit shake too. How you looking overall right now, Peacock?
Actually, in where? Just overall, like in general?
Just like the consensus.
This week it was a 9-4 week. I'm in 13 leagues, but my home league, the one that matters a lot, is the one I'm the worst in. So my worst team, I think, is 2 spots out of a playoff, or 2 wins out of a playoff.
You're very much alive.
Yeah, I'm still in it. I gotta maybe run the table. I have good points though. I got that working for me. So I'm in 9th. Yeah, I'm in 9th place right now, but I have more points than. Let me see. Then the 2 guys in front of me. They just have 1 more win. So actually, 1, 2, 3. I'm 1 game back of actually being it. So if I had if I had 1 more win at the moment, I would be in the 6th place.
I went 21-4. This is the best week I've had all year, right? But it was crucial for a lot. I had 4, 3, and 6 teams. They all got W's.
Yeah, all my redraft leagues, I suck. Like
me too.
I'm better in Dynasty. Like let's see, 4 and 6, 5 and 5, 5 and 5. That's redraft so far. Hold on, is this redraft? This is redraft at 6 and 4, a little bit better. Dynasty right here, 6 and 4. Here's another Dynasty, 8 and 2. Here's another Dynasty, 6 and 4. Here's a redraft, 7 and 3. That's the all-in. Let's see, Dynasty, 5 and 5 over here in the nice guys. Here's another redraft, 4 and 6.
Motherfucker in that all-in league.
This one's a redraft 14-teamer. I'm 4 and 6. I started off 4 and 0, and Jordan Love was hurt it was super flex, and Jordan Love was hurt, and I was winning games. He comes back, and I've been on a 6-game losing streak.
It's like,
what the fuck?
We're so good we could manufacture wins when we're like all beat up, and then we get our guys back like, yeah, throw them in there, lock and load, and it's just too bad.
And then this is a new dynasty that we did the startup over the off season. I'm 8 and 2 over here. Nice. This is an old dynasty, 6 and 4. I thought I was dead, and then the Chiefs just started doing stuff. This is where I'm heavily invested in the Chiefs.
Hey,
and then I'm in a best ball dynasty, and I'm 8 and 2, like because you do head to head there, so like it has a schedule, but it's best ball. And you can like make trades and do the waiver thing also.
Kozo said he sent you a trade, Buggy, in the dynasty.
Okay, let me peep.
So overall, I'm okay. You know, I'm in it everywhere.
Oh, I'm still alive there. I think I'm 4 and 6. Okay,
you just beat me in that league. Who the fuck? I think I played you this week.
I can't never remember who I played because I'm with so many leagues. I'm locked in. It's me versus the course.
Yeah, I know I played against Bogart in one of them. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's like an easy win. I'm dying over there or whatever. I think it was the nice guys.
I definitely started a lineup.
Yeah, you did.
Jason Murray said, oh, my bad, bro.
No, go ahead.
We got Jason Murray in the building. Top of the morning to you, big bro.
What's up, Jason Murray?
What you guys think? Trade away Tyreek for DK? He's one of those fucking Tyreek owners like me.
If you could, I would.
Yeah, just to get rid of the headache, I guess. But like, I'm just still wired to be like, it's Tyreek. I need DK plus, right? But hey, man, if it becomes a lateral trade where it's just preference, I think I would rather have DK the rest of the way. And like, we have aspirations of championships. If we get Tyreek Hill to make it the rest of the way, he's against Cleveland in the championship. I love that. Even though Tua has a bad rap for playing in cold weather because that game is in Cleveland. The Browns secondary sucks. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Amir said, should I trade Reek? Sounds like if they're out of contention, they may shut him down, man. And we got a lot of frustrated Tyreek owners around this motherfucker.
you know who feel about Tyreek Hill is a winning team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying I don't think these losing teams are going to be like, okay, here's 3 of my pieces because you know what I mean for Tyreek. You know what I mean, you go to a team in contention. That's a team that will take on a Tyreek Hill.
Let's go.
Yeah, and if you're out of it, you know what I mean. You need to sell. It's almost like you got to sell Tyreek for just multiple usable pieces. It's probably a winning team that'll do that. You know what I mean?
And Jason said, "Yep, exactly. Thanks, fella. Appreciate you for pulling up on us, big bro. 100%."
Jason, you know what I mean? And if you do wait a little bit, I mean, it sucks because most trade deadlines are coming up. But if you got one more week, Tyreek against the Raiders might shine his little value up a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, I think if I'm the DK guy though, I'm winning, I might be inclined to take that trade. So he probably has action there. Is that crazy? We're looking. I mean, I didn't really factor that in too. I mean, they are only a 3-win team. They, it's not like they're very well close to that.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Always.
Yes, Michael Scott, or what's his name?
Yeah, Michael Scott.
Oh, well, I nailed that. Look at that. The Office.
Let's go. Mama. Good call. Wait one more week. My mama.
Yeah, if your trade deadline is pushed back, or you're not, you have this week to do it. You can get it done before Sunday or Thursday, sorry, or whenever. When is I guess, how does that work in fantasy? Is it that Sunday or is it that Thursday?
It would be that Tuesday.
Oh,
usually like before the, you know what I mean? That's usually, it's usually on the Tuesdays. I'm pretty sure in sleepers like you can customize it and make it like a mat. You know what I mean? Like that Friday or whatever the fuck. Because I am in some leagues where it's that last Friday before the it's the Saturday before the Sunday games start in some of my dynasties. But yeah, traditionally it's usually that Tuesday. So if you can get a trade off on the Monday right before the deadline, you know what I mean? It usually still goes through.
excellent.
Yeah, but and if Tyreek duds against the Raiders, I apologize. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure the DK manager too. It's been more hit or miss. It has hit and miss. Maybe not as much as Tyreek, but yeah, it's not like he's been like smashing every single week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big name receivers have been often injured this year.
Mm-hmm. It's that year, huh?
It is. It's that one off year from every 3 or 4 years or whatever. Then now next year, everybody's going to go 0 RB, and it's not going to pay off.
It'd be like that, huh? That's why I always just stick to 0 RB. I just stick to it. Like because next year I feel like people is going to go in heavy on the running backs early. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to still continue to attack those mid-range guys. Like that's why I have all the Chase Browns in the world and James Cooks and
they paying off.
Hopefully they just don't die on me. Hasn't worked out though, because the Chris Godwins of the world and the losing Puka early, like a lot of those things there, it put me in little binds in a lot of those leagues.
I just had somebody dying every week. This was the first week where it didn't happen, so feels good.
And you're only 2 games out. Hopefully it's the turn of the tide right here.
I hope so. Good, like this crazy schedule. It's like I'm looking at like a team up there, and I was like, how is this guy 7-3? It's like I think he has like the 10th or 11th most points. It's like, how the fuck?
His team didn't exactly come into play. It's just the opponents didn't.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a nice schedule. I know that he beat me by like 2 points when somebody died in the middle. I think it was the Pacheco week. I was like, I would have fucking killed him. Wipe the floor with him.
The home leagues are always like I shelved with all my home leagues. Basically, are like the Hard to Start Dynasty now, and like the SBI, where it's like these are the ones that always come back. You know what I mean? Because I deaded one of my home leagues last year. I was like, enough. Tired of these motherfuckers. They don't want to trade. They don't want to raise the money, change the format. It was just like, all right, this one, it's done.
Stick a fork in it.
Hey, I won it twice out of 8 years.
Yeah, one of my brother-in-laws, he's like a huge heel in the league every year. Like he's like, I'm kind of growing weary. And I was like, no, don't do it. He's like, I might take a break next year. I was like, no. We need everybody to hate you in here.
For real though. And that was me. I was the commissioner. I won it twice out of 8 years. So I looked at it. I was like, you know what?
That's where I'm at right now. This is year 9. I won it twice out of 8 years. My other homie who just moved to Austin, he's won it twice. And then there's other guys right now that are like with the better teams that could get their second trophy. So it's like, damn, I don't want anybody to win it 3 times.
You know, I always wanted to, when I started our home league back in the days, I wanted to do one of them legacy pots, but no one wanted to do it. You know what I mean? Or who's going to hold the money? They start, it's like, we're all homies. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you just everyone throws in an extra 100 every year, and then it's just that legacy pot just keeps growing, you know, until someone wins it for a third time. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea right there. I never heard that.
Yeah, so the way that would work is, I mean, it's funny because I never met anyone that played it because I could never get one into that. But then Dennis, his league had a legacy pot, and they just ended it because someone finally won the third time.
Wow.
And then they restarted the league again. But I'm like, that's awesome. You know
That's cool.
Yeah, because man, that shit would get up there. That's another $1,200 every year. That's someone. I mean, the first couple of years it's already going to get there unless someone rips off 3 in a row right out the gate. You know what I mean?
Facts. Lone Star. Shout out to Lone Star, man.
Lone Star.
Texas.
I see your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
Oh my mama. Big Bro said trade Dobbins for Tillman if I have Joe Mixon, CMC, and Connor.
Yes.
I'm not mad at it. Let's go get Tillman the rest of the way.
Here it is.
That's the depth.
Yeah,
Shout
great
out to Lone Star, man.
A flex or a third receiver to have right now. Shout out to the Tillman.
Waiver wire darling this year.
Yeah, man. If he can just and they got the Saints coming up right here. I mean, it gets tough for them as far as for the receivers and their schedule the rest of the way. But yeah, they could right out the gate. You got the Saints. That's a nice matchup. Let's go. Fire up your Tillman.
Tillman.
The Tillman. And like, with Gus Edwards coming back, and then, this is the heaviest workload J.K. Dobbins has ever seen in his entire career. So, you know what I mean? We just see it's like he's kind of hitting the wall a little bit here. So I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? And the consolation prize, if you don't get that off, yeah, you know what I mean? You can shop. People need running backs. You could continue to shop. I would actually target like a Terry McLaurin before I would target a Tillman. But if that's what we're settling on, I'm still okay with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that take.
Yeah, I'm always just trying to target better players on better offenses. You know, Tillman, he's all right, but he's definitely a volume play. You know what I mean? So we like that.
Shout out to Lone Star, man, 100%.
Appreciate you pulling up, man. Be sure to like and subscribe.
And the cold thing is, he said, "Hey, I got Terry too, so you hit it right away." Pause.
You know what? Maybe we go after DK, go after a big fish before we start to settle on a Tillman. You know what I mean? I'll definitely DK. You know what I mean? Then you start tearing downwards, right? You know what I mean? Hey, shit, fuck it. DJ Moore. You might be able to net you a DJ Moore, and it might look better now that they fired a weak-ass Shane Waldron. Trying to run these, like, what do they call that when you're going 21 personnel and you got just your 2 outside receivers? They're just streaking down, right? That's like
it's called low success rate for completion.
I'm like, why do they always do that, knowing that there's going to be no time for that play to develop down the field because that line was hella bad. It is hella bad.
That's what the Texans are doing on third down for a little bit there in a couple of weeks back. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, change it up. Let's get some screens or something going. Some high percentage shit.
Who else would you try first? He got Dobbins, Tillman. Oh yeah, who would you try and go get?
I'll try to target DK as well.
DK.
We're going back to DK
first.
Yeah.
On everything.
Josh Downs, DJ Moore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at guys who need like a strong RB2 and go look at their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, and then trickle down,
or at least they're or their 1B or whatever, they're 2. You know, if they have a strong 2 receiver, they have a strong wide receiver core, then you can do that.
And if it wasn't fucking Mac Jones, I would say BTJ. Shit, man, you might be able to listen, this sounds crazy, but you might be able to package up something with JK and go after CD, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Doesn't hurt to try, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. The owner of CD might not be too enthusiastic about the fucking
And I'm not throwing no Terry. I'm trying to see if I can get CD with my Terry and the rest of the motherfuckers I got. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, because the CD owner, he might not be in good shape too. If he has a bad record and he's trying to fend off a mathematical elimination, that's when you start getting in their ear. You're like, listen, bro, you gotta do it. You gotta put the Band-Aid on.
Shout out to Lone Star for pulling up on us, though, bro. Keeping this motherfucker lit. We appreciate you. Yeah, Smitty got another update for us. He said Flacco for Devontae Adams straight up.
I'm with it. Because he has, and this is what I feared for him, because he has the four QBs, right? If I was on the other side, I'm leveraging that against him. Like, listen, you got 4 of them, bro. You got a plethora. Like, don't be greedy. Boom. Here's Adams straight up. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that neither.
He's not giving up any of his skill guys either. He's netting him another one, and depth is that important to make this push right here. Let's go.
Yeah, I just had that dilemma the whole Sunday before the 10 o'clock games when we was in Germany. You know, I was talking about me and the trade partner in Spencer's League, and we finally got the deal done before the 10 o'clock games.
There it is. And see, going back to this too, that now, if you want to shop around his third QB, because he has 3 remaining, you could even just wait a little bit. You might be able to wait this down until the trade deadline. You know what I mean? And get some more people to pay up higher out of disparity. You know what I mean?
Facts. It'd
be like that. And start to diagnose who needs them QBs too. And then you just watch them. You know what I mean? Look at what they got and be like, all right, I'm gonna swoop in. Because then he still has Drake May over there and Stafford and Purdy. So and if he likes the Drake May, Stafford is a nice piece. Who wouldn't flip a 1-for-1 for Stafford if they're QB needy in a super flex? You know what I mean?
Miss facts.
Yeah. Because I think he does prefer the Drake May over to Staffy. I'm not gonna argue it. I do like Stafford the rest of the way though, regardless of the matchups.
Yeah, 100% with the weapons.
Yeah, for sure. It is bad for the QBs in the West, though. The NFC West rest of the season schedule is like on paper, not the greatest for the QBs, but yeah, man. No one's afraid of the Brock. He has all the weapons. No one's afraid of the fucking Stafford. He got all the weapons. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that for Tua, huh?
Huh.
Tua got all these weapons, bro. You just go after that.
Lone Star said, I had Dak as my QB, and now I got Russell Wilson, Drake May. Should I maybe try to get a QB or stick with looking for a wide receiver? I have Garrett Wilson, Thotty McLaurin at wide receiver, but there's no depth on the bench.
I mean, you got to find a QB leading team. Because otherwise, if it's a single QB league, those, they don't really carry as much value. You know what I mean? And it would, I guess it would be Drake May if you were going to try to move one of them. But if you just play the matchups the rest of the way with them too, you know what I mean? And if you only got to start the 2 receivers, you're not in bad shape there. You know what I mean? It's definitely dry out there though. You know what I mean? This week for the waivers, as far as receiver goes.
Top of the morning, NK said trades Hunt and golf for Pacheco this morning. Let's go.
Let's go. Hell yeah. That sucks too for the Hunt person. They're gonna read that Pacheco blurb eventually and be like, "Fuck,
you motherfucker."
Hey man, it's a race again. Hey, listen, man. When it comes to fantasy, a lot of it is just who's the fastest to the information. You know what I mean? If you got that information and sent it out, and that motherfucker was slow to it, that's his ass. This is war.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah. Shout out to Smokey.
Come on, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If we got some more, man, we can keep rocking. You know what I mean? If not, I'm not tripping either.
We got 12 people in here, man.
Yeah, man. Drop some more questions, y'all. We rocking.
If not, we'll see y'all tonight for the Guru on tonight.
Yeah. The Guru Nation Power Hour tonight. You know what I mean? I'll definitely be on for the In My Humble Opinion segment. It's always a fun one.
100%. Oh, Brad dropped one for us.
Go, Brad.
Waddle, Olave, DJ Moore, and BTJR at wide receiver. I'm done if I don't make a move. I have Saquon, JT, Kareem Hunt, TT, Nick Chubb at RB. Maybe JT and Waddle for AJ Brown.
100%. But I'll start with TT first. TT and Waddle. Let's see if we can get that off, right? And it just trickle down, you know what I mean? Because TT's on a bye week right now, and if if I'm in a bind, I'm gonna need some JT. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, eventually, if that don't work, then I'm okay with going to the JT Waddle to go and net him a big fish.
100%.
We'll give it a shot. Jump on bogey.
Hey, Lone Star said, "Thanks for the advice. I'm trying to stay on top now that I found rank 1, but I'm afraid that I'll slip up with the trade and fall in the rankings."
I mean, listen, man. As long as you win the playoff hunt, you just stay the course.
100%.
I mean, if you're making trades to improve, man, you know what I'm saying, and it might go awry or something. We're not. That's not in our control. But you know what I'm saying. But if you're making trades to improve for now, then you're on the right track. You know what I mean. Just gotta hope it pans out. You know what I mean? Because it's happened to me last year. Me and JD in the same week. We didn't trade it away. We traded for Justin Herbert, and we looked like we were in great shape. And then he went out and died on us the next week.
Them is facts.
So sometimes it just, you know what I mean. We can't be afraid of things that aren't in our control. You know what I mean? We just control what we can. You feel me?
Facts. And Brad said, what about TT and Waddle for McLaurin?
I'm with it. Get attached to a good, and you got to get that one going now. They got the Thursday night game, just in case there's because I hate them punk ass leagues that have like it takes a day or whatever to process.
Right.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. You might need to get that one going, but I'm with it. Give me the Scottish slide, Terry McLaurin.
That's a damn good trade right there, big bro.
100%.
And he says he already got some Monra. Oh, he ain't got Olave for I don't know how long Olave out for, and he got BTJR.
Yeah, Olave's on the IR. I don't think he comes back this year.
Oh, there it is. There
he's with our ancestors now. Olave's up there with our. He's up there with our grandparents.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, even his rallies. Remember his brother and them? They got on Twitter. It was like, yeah, Saints aren't it for my brother. they're like,
time to go.
See, Derek Carr went out there. MBS is just fine. Huh? What happened there?
Smitty said, buddy counter with Stafford for Devontae Adams straight up.
Maybe counter back with you know what though? If he likes May over the Stafford and Purdy over the Stafford, then that's a win for him. You know what I mean? I would still try. My preference would be Stafford over May just because of the weaponry. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's playing out he should play out the rest of the season barring any injury. Versus like if with the style of play that May plays, bro, if he catches one injury, they're gonna shut him down the rest of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but that guy probably don't want May either.
No.
Try to counter with May. You know what I mean?
Brad said Olave probably not coming back. BTJR might have Mac Jones for the rest of the season. DJ Moore got a quarterback who's more worried about what color he's painting his nails today. Waddle, man, Waddle.
Oh man, hey man, hey, you know what's crazy? That sounds like a headline on Fantasy Row. It's like I have all those players. I know exactly what you mean, man.
Them is facts. And then Smitty said he said Adams gonna cost more, but I originally wanted DK, and then he took him off the table. Might have been watching the show. That's why.
Well, hey, listen, and you know what though? I don't blame him for not getting the Wacko, but you got to remind him. Listen, Wacko, he's still putting up mad yardage. You know what I mean? Like Wacko is slinging it, but you know, if you want, because see, that's another thing too. Is I'd rather him. I feel like he's more secure having the Brock and Stafford as his two, and then trying to move the depth being Flacco and May. You know what I mean?
That's where I would be at too. That would be my first move.
Because it's like, I like the idea of Devontae Adams for sure. If I can get him for Flacco, but he countered. He has this on the table. He could smash and get Adams right now if he moves to Stafford.
Then he says he has a trade on the table, a trade offer on the table for Will Levis. Should I look elsewhere if he's trying to charge too much?
If it's a super flex, is probably the only conversation I'd ever have about Will Levis. Otherwise, like there's, you know what I mean, single QB. Well, I feel like there's other. I feel like I might be able to find Jameis Winston out there or something. like I don't know. Levis ain't it.
He said for surely he's keeping Stafford.
There it is. Yeah, and then just be like, just counter back. This is the signature Bogart maneuver right here. I just counter back with what I was asking for originally. I just send him back Wacko and be like, listen, bro, you need a QB. They say Wacko's played the rest of the way. And the blurb that came out today, actually, they said they're still going with Wacko. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to push for that. Otherwise, I'll just keep shopping around. You know what I mean?
Wacko, Flacco, and Dot. And start calling him Flacco the Animaniacs.
Wacko, Flacco, and Dot. Yeah. Oh shit! Animaniacs was legit, bro.
Remember that shit on the WB?
Yeah, that's how I learned my countries.
Yep. Well, that's how I even know Lake Titicaca exists. Lake Titicaca. Good idea, bad idea. It's like drinking milk from a carton. Then it's like, good idea, bad idea, drinking milk from a cow. Cow fucks him up. Yes.
Brad said, I'm 10-0 in my other league, though. First time doing that, clinch a playoff spot in week 1 or week 10, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, he probably has them. They have them side point things, probably.
Oh, my mama. We got the all-in-one
score against the league median.
Yeah.
100%.
Those are pretty cool.
We got the all-in-one show pulling back up on us. Top of the morning, big. RBs are Gibbs, Connors, Jacobs, Pollard, and Pacheco on IR. Should I trade Pollard for Neighbors?
100%. If you can pull that off, yes. You know what I mean? And this is the time to buy him because he's banged up and he's on a bye week. So you have a bunch of negative blurbs and the fact that the guy can't even use them right now. And yeah, you send Tony Pasta. You're going to get Pacheco back and you'll be right there in the driver's seat. Let's go.
Right back on my mama. And then Smitty said Buddy said that he'll do Flacco for Myers straight up. I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I just don't like the QB situation with the maybe being Ritter, but hey, he's still a number one. He's been getting 30% of that target market share. It's kind of crazy, man.
And he still get to keep Drake May. If you buy on Drake May 100%, and you still get to shop one of your quarterbacks if you want to.
I love how the guy's playing hardball. He's like, I'm not budging. I'll do Myers. And you know what? If what you're looking for is to cash out on Wacko, that's cashing out to me. You're getting a skill guy that's very usable. Yeah, definitely was trying to go for the Adams, but I'm okay with it. Let's go.
Brad said I'm 10-0 with 1,500 points scored. Second place is 6-4 with 1,200. He beating the shit out of their motherfucking ass.
Yeah, whip them up. Your foot on their neck.
Here go an even better one. Flacco for Bowers. That's a match.
Yeah, there it is. Especially because his tight end, if I remember correctly, his tight end wasn't really a standout. So yeah, let's go get Bowers and you get him the rest of the way. He's the number one on that team, lightweight for real, huh?
Yeah, I love it either way. Flacco for Myers.
Yeah, because you still do have
the better
one. Like as far as his third receiver goes, he still has the tank over there. So yeah, I'm with that. I'd rather have the Bowers over Myers for real. I feel like he's QB proof. I feel like, you know what I mean?
100%. Shout out to
just a big ass target
right here. Smitty said starting Flacco, Stafford, May. Then he got London, Jennings, Dale Evans, Monty, Chase Brown, Rahamador, JP Mason, Gesicki, Hawkinson on everything.
There you go. And I'm gonna assume it's a start two receiver league. So he's okay even with London on the bye week this week. I'll go get me Bowers.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Smitty for keeping this motherfucker lit. Smitty, I hope you got entered in for the motherfucking football, bro. The McBride autograph.
McBride.
Just send us a screenshot of you being subscribed to either one channel or all four channels, and you're gonna get 4 entries for all 4 channels, big bro.
Mm-hmm. And
Stay around this motherfucker, man. Get entered to win, bro.
Yep. Thanksgiving Day giveaway. Be the first of many. You know what I mean?
Y'all go ahead and take us. Go ahead and get them motherfucking what you call that shit, right?
Yeah, find us on the Instagram, whether it's the Heart to Start or the Gen Wealth Net _, or even on Peacock, anywhere you find, but preferably me and things, because I know Peacock. You know what I'm saying? He somebody didn't hack his shit before. No one's sending nothing to Peacock. I remember he was high. He was like, "Fuck this shit, man. I was bad for you." I was like, "Damn, they got my guy."
Yeah, that was the worst.
I know. I don't open up nothing unless I know who it's from for real. I'm like, okay, or at least don't click on anything.
Punk motherfucker.
That's the thing. It was somebody I knew. It's just they got.
Oh, that's worse. Sneaky. And that's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? Instagram security, man. We do better. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but let us know. And if you guys purchase anything on our sponsors' website, neonpeacockmerch.com, you will get 5 entries. And utilize it right now, as we got a sale. 20% off the whole site right now until the 14th. Let's go.
Let's go.
That is not alleged.
We in this thing, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the share screen so you can see what the website looks like when you get there. Boom. There it is, 20% off everything right there at the top. Use the code site-wide20. Expires on the 14th. You got 2 more days.
Site-wide 20. Let's go. The whole site. Get you some bed sheets. Your whole bed set. Some throw pillows. You feel me?
Come on now.
Hey, man, the moment they sell some robes, bro, I'm getting one.
Yeah, they change things up. You'll be getting some different merch, like every 3 months. Just new items, things to try out, see if they work.
Cool. Yeah. We need to get on some. Do they do polos ever? Like college?
Not yet that I've seen. There's a Thanksgiving special.
Ooh. I like Thanksgiving a lot.
Oh, now
I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Look at this guy.
Let's see.
He's ready.
Oh, he's all the way ready. Pause.
Hey, my G's. If I hope I'm saying that, big bro. My G's. Please forgive me. Top of the morning to you. Appreciate you for pulling up.
What's up, my G's?
He just secured a W in a trade. He said, "Boys, I traded Hawkinson for Pacheco like 3 days ago. What you think?"
I'm not mad at it because I'm pretty sure you have a tight end that you've been rocking with, obviously, this whole time. So to cash out and get a running back that's on his way back, should be expecting him week 12. Hopefully, we get a surprise week 11 active for Pacheco. You know what I mean? But yeah, at least we're on pace here to get to week 12. I like that trade for him. It's hard to come across running backs right now. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. And you waited on that. You waited on the Hawkinson for a minute. He got shined up real nice. You selling fairly high here. I like it.
Let's get it, man. Smitty said, quick question. Would you trade a QB to a team you need to lose to so you can pass them and get in the playoffs?
If I'm selling, I'll make the price a little higher then.
He said,
like, oh, I'm playing you this week. Okay, you need a QB. Oh, you need it. Okay, I need Adams then, or I need whatever the fuck you start setting the price. Otherwise, it could be in your best interest to let him not have a second QB. You know what I mean?
Because he said he got the guy has Russell Williams and Caleb Williams.
Okay. Then yeah. I mean that guy's all right. He's gonna play the Williams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely playing
Caleb. For the Wilson. He's gonna play the Wilson and Williams. So I don't know if that guy would be interested in a QB, so to speak. Hey, listen, more power to it though. He might be upset with Caleb Williams. He ain't been handling his last couple weeks, so maybe it's in your best interest to play against Caleb Williams. Yeah, that's one of those ones. I really don't care if I'm trading with one of my opponents because I feel like if I'm trading something, I'm getting something I need. Period. You know what I mean? I'm not just trading to trade. I need something
Facts.
I need.
I need it, man. Everything.
Yeah.
I'm not just giving you something just to be giving it to you, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, my mama. Oh, the GWN shirts.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
see, that's the one I'm in the order.
Shout out to Chaotic, man. That's her dude right there.
Yeah, Trevor.
And Jin. Wealth.
Let's go.
Facts. Okay. My mama.
I know I'm about to order me some joints too. Utilize this sale one time. Then the Thanksgiving comes around, boom, it's right before my birthday. Buy some more shit. I like wearing our own shit.
Talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the playmakers too. I'm gonna buy y'all some shit on the fucking site. Like, fuck it, we need to be decked. We need to be chipped up and draped out. You feel me?
With the
GWN.
Come on now. His team is Wilson, Williams. Running backs are Mostert, Kamara, Aaron Jones. Tight end is Bowers. Wide receivers is Neighbors. Got to be Tillman, Amon-Ra. Would you trade for anyone?
Yeah, I'm always trying to improve. Where do you think he's the weakest at here? He has good receivers.
With the Mostert and Aaron Jones, that's
probably his glaring weakness right there.
Yeah, you're trying to help him upgrade at his RB position. And what is
maybe if I could take Tillman and Aaron Jones, and then I'm always going after a big fish. I'd take maybe then I start and go backwards, right? So if I can go after Henry, maybe I'm throwing Tillman and Jones, and then that's probably unrealistic. So then I move down to Mixon, and if I can't pull that one off, I just keep shopping that same package. Pause.
Yeah, this is the opponent's team.
No one's gonna want Mostert.
Yeah, we definitely don't want Mostert for sure.
Yeah,
Aaron Jones. So Brad needs a running back. So if Smitty has a running back to throw, Brad, he might be able to attack for Bowers. And Brad might not give up on Amon-Ra, that's for sure. He's gonna have to elevate his offer. But Brad thirsty at quarterback in a super flex. And he needs a running back. So you got multiple ways to attack him.
Yeah, I might pair up a running back and a receiver. A running back and a QB, and I'm going after St. Brown first. You feel me?
There it is. There.
I'm doing it, man. The worst that could happen, he says, "Fuck you," and then you know what I mean. Maybe it sparks interest, and then he'll start talking like, "All right, this is what I would do," and you know what I mean. Then you just keep dancing until it's in your favor. You feel me? Or at least. And then maybe I phrased that wrong. Until it's beneficial, for both parties, right? Yeah, because you got what that motherfucker needs, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to leverage. I'm trying to go after St. Brown, and if this guy's record is wounded, it's all the more reason to go after some of his best players. Like, listen, bro, you need to fend off mathematical elimination. Here's a QB and a running back.
Save your season. That's what you tell him. Send it in the chat, in the DMs. Tell him, man, look, bro, I'm trying to help you save your season, man. I got what you need, bro.
SYS. We're gonna start it. It's a new thing. Listen, bro. SYS, man.
For real. SYS. Save your fucking season, dog. Don't tap out right now.
Yeah, don't tap out. We're not. Hey, you go until they're dead, bro. You feel me? We still got life.
Them is facts. Jerry has a little lamb. Come on now.
Yeah, that one's a classic right there.
Oh, my mama.
The Jerry,
and he got the chain on that
little lamb. Yeah, he's stunting.
Oh, my mama.
Oh, CD Lamb, you freaking little lamb. I'm mad at CD right now. I'm just mad at Cooper Rush. And I'm mad at listen, that's the fucking touchdown right there. The sun was in his eyes. Poor stadium design. The Egyptians would have never had that problem.
It was brighter than a motherfucker coming through that glass.
You ain't lying, huh? Put a curtain over that motherfucker. Get one of them, they put it on the windshield.
Oh, my mama. like the little foil.
The little foil move out.
The
little reflector. Throw a reflector on that thing.
Right.
Or strategically, you know what I mean? Have it to where it's like, okay, in 1 hour, that light will be there. We'll receive the ball first. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Gotta get it to where you somehow your opponent is on that side trying to score. Yeah, that kind of worked against them, didn't it? And
That's just like us. That's just like us with the motherfucking no sun on the the sun all on that one side.
Yeah, at the new joint, right?
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, I was there at a game when an old man had passed away, but unfortunately, because he had the heat stroke, and that motherfucker just baking on that side. Early, it was definitely an early game. It was like September game. You know, it would still be like 90s sometimes on them good one, on them Indian summers. We had one of them this year. That motherfucking heat. That shit was 90 degrees in like a late September game.
It was whooping, bro.
Yeah, that's when we lost to the fucking Cardinals. Referees. Oh, that was the game we lost Moody, huh?
Fuck, bro.
Can you imagine that? The difference of having Moody could have cost us 2 wins right there, basically.
That motherfucker wanted to be a linebacker, bro. Well, about mama.
You know what I mean? I remember I used to always laugh at Matt Ryan, the kicker, because he would wear 2 gloves. Like, why is this motherfucker wearing 2 gloves?
Come on now.
You know what I mean? I guess just in case he had to get, you know what I'm saying, get his little hands dirty.
He only uses his feet. It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. You know? It's not even, so it always blew my mind. See, what's that guy, the Rodrigo guy from the Colts? He used to wear the goggles. See, that made sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you got some mad bifocals things going on.
I remember, Brad. Everything.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. You too. See, got some awesome neighbors. Had a package get delivered to their house by mistake.
Shout out to them, man, for not being nosy and opening up the pack.
Yeah.
Oh, my
offense, man. You know what I mean? Them laws get on you. Yeah, I wonder what that is. I don't think we was expecting nothing. Oh, my girl did text me. He said, look out for a package. Then they smooth delivered it to the wrong cat.
Right. Oh, everything.
Think that's him?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
Yeah, we killed it, though. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking. Once again, tune in tonight for the Guru Nation Power Hour.
Guru Nation!
Yeah, coming at you 8:30 p.m. West Coast time, so it's a little late for you East Coasters, but at 11:30 East Coast time and 10:30 for you Central. Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
And once again, shout out to our sponsor, neonpeacockmerch.com. Be sure to like and subscribe and show us proof on the Instagrams with a screenshot. Get you some entries to the signed Trey McBride. And once again, man, that neonpeacockmerch.com. Utilize that sale, man. This is the best way.
Yeah. Awesomeness. All right, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.